Tell your neighbor God's getting ready to do a quick work.
Oh, yes, he will. Well, how many of you know that that God will bring you out? Welcome, everybody, to the Saint James Show. I am your host. I'm your prelate tonight, your apostle, your archbishop. Let's throw that in there. We're going to have an enthronement in a little while. Your archbishop. And in my honor,
just going to blow the sound of the shofar as our bishop makes his way to the top. C-sharp chord over there, please. After I blow the shofar, I need you to give God another shofar with the sound of your anatomical voice, saith the Lord. Do, 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 do.
I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. St. James. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming through on tonight. Listen, we already got a wonderful new member on tonight. Thank you so much, Jared Cooper, for joining the exclusive membership over here at the St. James Show. I hope you come on in, take a seat, and behave. Would you do that for me? All right, I appreciate it. And Kevin Moore, you get the first acknowledgement tonight. Thank you for your $4.99. You said, entering with the praise and goodwill offering. Oh, God is good. Yes, he is. And you are helping us reach our goal tonight. We only need 9 more now, Kevin. That's all we need, $5 or more. 9 more. And don't let that distract you. If you only have a $1.99 a seed on tonight, if God's only leading you that way, go ahead and do that, all right? But we thank you. Yeah, that old C sharp, C flat, C sharp, all that good. The flats and the sharps. Oh, goodness. Oh, what is going on? Courtney is in the building. Queen Mom, thank you for being a member. Also, Queen Mom and Sabrina. Sean Renee is in here. CJ, thank you for coming through, sir. Appreciate you. Cree B is all the way in the sanctuary tonight. The Reverend Deacon Trustee Jesse, all the way from Detroit. Were you at the concert last night, Jesse? Were you there? What's up, Jay Tunda? Good to see you. Grace and peace to you as well. Jesse Montgomery is in the building. Thank you for your support. Lori, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nicole is up in here on tonight. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is. Lokovich is here. Thank you, Lokovich, for coming on through. Miss Candace, appreciate you. The bishop is here. The Suffragan bishop, Ray Suffragan bishop, is in the house. Thank you, Miss Candace, for, she said, blessings, St. James. Blessings to you. Blessings to you for helping us reach our goal tonight. I appreciate you for your $4.99. Thank you so much, Lori Coleman. Thank you for putting the 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shelby, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, Marco? Princess is in the building. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate everybody and all your support. Looking at my watch. We a little tardy. I know we a little tardy. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. We ain't going to tarry all night long. It is Monday. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all hit that like button. We're just going to talk about a few things tonight. There's not a whole lot of things going on. Not a whole lot. But we'll talk about a few things. Listen, oh, man. What was today? Today was Monday. What happened today? Nothing really exciting happened today. It seems like the emails have slowed down. I haven't heard of anybody. Watch, as soon as I say this, all the emails going to come this week. I haven't heard of anybody being, emailed out of their job around my camp. So I guess things are a little bit quiet around here. Yes, the weather did change drastically. It was burning up yesterday, and today I got my windows open, the back doors open, and wind is just coming through a little bit more chilly. Yeah, it really changed drastically. It really did. Yeah, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. So LA is doing the same thing, huh? Yeah, yeah. Today was actually a pretty good day for a bike ride, but sometimes I don't like to ride when because I'm going against the wind when it's way too windy. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, it was really hot. I think it was like 100 here yesterday. And today it's 73. Oh, wow. Yeah. And just like right now, because it was even hot in the evening because I kept the air on last night. I kept turning it down. I got to figure out my air. I got it on Celsius instead of Fahrenheit or something. I got to re-download that or something because it's 66 degrees. I guess it was only 74 degrees today. So that's wild. That's wild. Hit that like button, everybody. I think I got 5 more memberships to give away. So I may just give them away tonight. But maybe if we get up to 150 tonight, when we get up to 150, I will go ahead and release some more memberships tonight, because we will probably have a couple of membership lives this week. Okay, a couple of them. I like the membership lives. You know, we can just kind of be free and just kind of talk. So I like that. So make sure that if you don't receive a free one tonight, that you do sign up for our membership. So yesterday was Mother's Day. What did we do yesterday? Our mothers, you know, Nicole, she had a chef come to her house and cook. She thinks she's like Bernard Jordan or something over there. She had a chef, her husband brought into the house yesterday. Free with the Bushwatchers. Well, that's true. Yeah. So yesterday was Mother's Day. Had a wonderful day. I did the worship at a church, a friend of mine's church yesterday. Did that, and then took my mother out to dinner, and that was cool. I ended up giving my mom money, y'all. I gave her a nice card, and I gave her money. I just couldn't find anything. If I couldn't get that fan I wanted, I was looking at, I didn't want anything else. And trust me, I still really don't need to buy anything for my mom's house. You know, got a lot going on over there. My grandmother used to come in and say, she called her by her name and say, you really have a lot in here, dear. I just look at my grandma. She sure do, grandma. You get some of this stuff up out of here. But not like she needs not one more thing on that. And my sister always buys her stuff for the wall and stuff. I'm not buying her stuff for that house. And then I'm out looking for a fan yesterday. Blessing to your mother. Yeah, it is a blessing. You know, I'm glad to still have my mother around. Every time it's kind of irks me a little bit. I still think, some people don't have the opportunity of their mom irking them a little bit. So I appreciate the fact that she's still around here to irk me a little bit. And it ain't that serious. It ain't never that serious. I really appreciate being able to still go to lunch and go to dinner and go to church. Have my mom. She came to the church that I did worship at yesterday. So that was good. The pastor treating her like a star. She like all that foolishness. But it was good. It was fun. Yeah, you got to appreciate the irks. Yeah, you do. Cherish the irks. Yeah. We ate that. Y'all fancy over there with y'all chef. Just chef. Mm-hmm. How was the food, though? Was it good food or what? What's up, Pray Air? Was it really good? What's up, Marcellus? What's going on, man? My mama's boy. That's what they say. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean. I think I threw that out. I'm sorry, because I don't know why. LeChat. I don't know why YouTube held that. Oh, you asked me, was I a mama's boy? Oh, I can put it. I think I deleted out of this on accident, but I think it's still in there, so I can put it on the screen. Oh, you hit it. No. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that wasn't really offensive. That wasn't offensive. There's a lot of mama's boys around here. Ray says, mine annoys me, but I'm grateful for it. Yeah, you got to be grateful for it. I mean, listen, yeah. Oh, you thought, nah. Marcellus, tell Courtney to stand down. Stand down, Courtney. Stand down. her trigger finger. Y'all don't play with Courtney. She right under there. She right underneath Inspire, okay? That shop you coming and going. Mm-hmm. Don't give you a chance to breathe. No, we got you, LeChat. We got you. Thank you so much, Mary. I'm going to get myself together because I got somewhere to go. Because I'm praying as I get there. I know everyone. There'll be somewhere I know I want to go. Every time I say that, that's what I think of. Thank you for helping us reach our goal. We only need 6 more, and we've reached the goal, the Super Chat goal for tonight. Thank you for those who have Zelled and CashApp. Even when I haven't been on, you guys have been such a blessing. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. Still, thank you. And thank you for being a member for 8 months. Yes. Mary. Still buzzing off of, the Music and Arts Global. Everyone is hitting me up saying, listen here. Listen here, I need to be in that number in 2028. I said, listen, just get your stuff together. One person said they got to renew their passport. A few other people said they got to get their passport. Get your passports now, okay? Lost my mother and father. Then 2 years after Mother's Day and Father's always hard. I know, yeah, but thank God. Because let me tell you, I can tell, Candace, through the vibes, I can tell they instilled some good old stuff in you. There's some goodness in you. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. Oh, you got to go back to work part-time? Oh, you ought to be under the bed now. You ought to be under the bed, honey. Oh, yeah. Definitely our condolences, Candace. But you know what? The good thing about it, like I said, I can tell good folk. I can tell my discernment be on. It be on. Ain't like some of these other people. Some of these other prophets who they discernments is off. They off, y'all. Some of these prophets around here. Whew, listen here. Where's Joy? I remember the wedding I went to. This was their wine, and I'm having some wine tonight. Joy. Gary and Joy, I'm drinking as often as you know the rest. You know the rest. But we are having a good time. Yeah. Love. Get your passport and your global entry, life changing skipping. Yes, it is a life changing skipping them lines now. It really is, Mary. But listen, let's do this thing. Remember, when I came back from London, then all of a sudden I was in Sweden. So it comes quick. Even though we do it every 2 years, it gives you proper time to really prepare. And, St. James might be taking a choir to next one. I don't know. Donald, I may have a choir coming. I have so many people here because we had a choir for the music and arts, Greater Valley Music and Arts here in California when we were when it was under Edwin Hawkins. So the band wants to get all together again. So I don't know. I told them, listen, everybody, all my singers, get your passports. Even if I can take 15 singers, I'll be fine. I don't need to take like all 30, 35. If I can take like 15 of y'all, give me some of my powerful sopranos, my powerful altos, and my barking tenors, we can do this thing. And I got to bring in, I'm probably have to bring in the best musicians. I like my Bay Area musicians. I like Dave Jackson, Devin Watkins, Joshua. They're really good. But I love my LA folks now. Love my LA folks. Them aggressive people. I like some aggressive musicians. What's up, April J? Yes, drink ye all. Remember, you have to go. You have to go. Let me see. We have to have a huge delegation of the St. James Show there. So many supporters were there. And I'm glad that they were able to get the information here. And they are just so happy. One lady came to me. She was like teary-eyed. She was just so happy of the experience of being there. And like I said, if you love gospel music, if you love choir music, you will love Music and Arts Global. So that is the music conference to go to. Nothing of, the GMWA has its place. All those other ones have their place. The national choruses and choirs, the Dorsey convention, that has its place because they all are really kind of pointed to certain type of gospel. That's what I like about it. Yeah. And clear. Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah. We just signed up for Clear Plus and TSA PreCheck Global Entry is next soon as I get my passport. Good. What happened? You clearing your throat? You getting ready to sing? Yeah, so sign up for it all, y'all. And I think it was only like $80 to get like TSA PreCheck. That wasn't nothing at all. And I remember I had gotten my passport stolen and I had to get another one. And it came so fast. I just went to the post office and got it because I already had the pictures from the one when I previously got it. And it came really fast. That passport when I had to get it a few years ago. So get your passport, all right? Get it. Listen, last night they were in Detroit, the Mother's Day concert. You had Donald Lawrence, you had Marvin Winans, and some other ones. Let's see how Marvin Winans did on the stage last night. Let's see a couple of clips, courtesy of my good friend Sandy Rose from Detroit. Let's see what Marvin Winans. How many days, Nicole? Is it 350? Should be about 356 today. 356 days before they're walking into their new edifice.
I know you've seen some TikTok and Facebook, but every day I feel like how do you feel tonight? Let me hear you. Why don't you give him a shout of praise? Another one that's there.
Looks like he was using his worship team from the church too. Quite a few of those people are from his church. On every day. Feel like going on.
Detroit, Michigan.
Since we wasn't there last night, let's listen to a little bit more of it.
This is my turn. And I want to thank all of you. Brothers, you're retired. I'm out of retirement for 2 days.
Good.
The Lord has been so kind. He's allowed me to have a music career in gospel music that expanded decades. And it started right here in the city of Detroit. Why don't you give yourselves a hand? I want to take time to wish all of you mothers a happy Mother's Day. Come on, give yourselves a hand. And I am just super excited that tonight, right here in this building, is my mother. Would you bless Mom Winans? I don't know what she's seated, but where is she? All right, I see. Come on, and give her a great big God bless you. Happy to have my wife with me today. I got some guests, but let's start singing. How many know that whoever the sun sets free, they'll me. And where children gonna like that. Say it again.
Come on, Marvin.
Say it again.
That lady right there, she usually be sitting down singing and carrying on. They said, no, you got to go on the big stage tonight. I guess she didn't want to sit down on that time. She found some strength, everybody. She found some strength. So that was Marvin Winans live. Yeah, that's from Perfecting Now. Actually, and he did another one. What's her name came up? Lisa Page Brooks came up and did all I need, is you I need, and with your help, deny yourself, put my faith in yours, or whatever. Y'all know that song. Lisa Page came up and did that one too. Yeah, you say you recognize something. Yeah, they're from his church. Yeah, he had his background singers. Yep. The background. I prefer Marvin singing. He gotta have background singers though. Candace, he gotta have background singers. Yeah. It says about the jacket. Oh Lord, free labor. You're so crazy. That spotlight gives strength, baby. You tell you gonna put some lights on me. I don't need my cane. I don't need my walker. I don't even need a chair. I will sit there and sing and stand all day long. She found her strength last night. Oh yes, she did. Yeah. And you got to remember, I mean, that's, we're hearing it from everywhere in the arena. Listen here, I'm trying to give them an excuse. Y'all stop it. Yeah, the background singers, they go. Yeah. Yeah. Jesse, we ain't worried about them people in the chat. We ain't worried about them. We over here. Now, they may not build that church, but they can show sing. They can show sing. So, oh, we bless the name of the Lord over there. Oh, yes, we do. Hit that like button, everybody. I appreciate you coming through the St. James Show on tonight. Listen. Oh. Well, Tory Lanez over there, y'all. God is still in the miracle working business. You know, Tory Lanez, the one who pow-powed Meg Thee Stallion. He got convicted of that. He said he didn't do it, but I guess it don't really matter at this point because he's over there in Tehachapi prison, right up the street, down the road from me. He got stabbed 14 times. 14 times. Oh, and they rushed him to the hospital on today, and they did release a statement about 4 hours ago. It says Tory was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds in his back, 4 in his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. They were trying to get him to go FaceTime Jesus immediately. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. He is now breathing on his own. Look at God. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Listen here, everybody is reading the Bible, praying, begging God, laying prostrate. This is the time of intercession, I guess. So they were trying to get him out of here, Marcellus. They wasn't playing with him. They were really trying to get him out of here. So that is that they 14 times the back, the front, the everything. It's a miracle that he's still living. Yeah, and he ain't but 5'2", and little bitty thing. Yeah, and I think that's what it was, Shelby. I think there was a message being sent. Meg sending messages? Oh God. That's the motto of the day. Don't pow a woman and go to prison. I think that's about as bad as, essaying a child or something. That ain't gonna happen in prison. Thank you so much for being a member for 10 months, Jesse. He says it was a scheme set. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Manasseh has nothing to do with your scheme. Now, y'all can listen to Manasseh, or you can run over yonder and listen to Kearney Thomas holler. Which one you want? Manasseh or Kearney Thomas? Huh? That was a song dedicated from Manasseh directly to Tory Lanez in his recovery. Just continue to give God the glory, and he will heal you. Oh, he'll do it. Thank you for renewing your membership, Leah. Appreciate you. Nortician tongues is right. I want to be Helen Keller. What you don't want to see, hear. Oh, Jesus. Neither. No, run over there. Y'all want this? Run over there. Thank you so much, Shelby, for helping us reach our goal tonight. We only need 5 more. Donald has better invite. He better invite. I know that's right. I know that. I'm talking to Donald. You can't invite Manasseh. He always over there in Europe and Italy and Spain and Sweden. He's always over there doing something. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Nicole, for being a member for 7 months. Oh, seven, perfection. Perfection. There's a 7-month blessing coming your way. In 7 months, Nicole, in 7 months. Mark the day. Mark the day, May 12th. Is that what it is? May 12th. Mark the day. All right. Oh, so we're praying. Oh, you were praying and we're praying. Listen here. Let's give away some memberships. Hold your peace. Don't run out of the chat now. We already got you out in the algorithm. You can't run. Don't no hiding place. Ain't no hiding place right now. We gonna give out some memberships. I'm leaving. They got in my couple memberships. I'm leaving. They got in my. Oh Lord Jesus. All right, let's see here. Let me go to my channel. To him we subscribe. To him we. What are we doing, y'all? We prescribing, subscribing. What are we doing? I don't remember what we're doing. You wish you can unhear that. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, Mo Taylor. Oh no, you can't unhear nothing. God wants you to do it. Unlock memberships only. Oh, did I give them away? Oh, no, I didn't. Here they go. Will it be you? Will it be you? Who we got? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Jessica S. Congratulations. Far. Congratulations. Boxky 99. I am Mrs. Rick. Seems like you always get a free one. Ascribe. Thank you. Ascribe. And Vic Mitchell. Congratulations, y'all. Y'all became a member of the St. James Show. Make sure and think about renewing once it does come around again. All right. Make sure, as you know, after the live and this week, go and do your thing in the members only lives and get some more content. All right. Congratulations. What's up, Mimi 214? Thank you. Jay Rochelle, thank you so much for putting 5 on it. I got 5 on it. We only need 4 more of you. 4 more. And we would have met our super chat $5 or more. Let's see, that's 40. So somebody just send a $40 super chat and we done. Look at God. Renew. She used to direct like this. Renew in me a right spirit. I just remember going, renew. I say, Jesus, will you renew this song and hurry up? Put it on 2 times. Put it on 2 times speed, Jesus. Mari, why are you over there liking stuff on Instagram and we over here live? Get out of the fellowship hall and get over here to the sanctuary. Does that help? Yes, it's an automatic thing. I ain't got no control over it. Renew. Ooh, do I used to say Leah where they chop her hands off for the day? Oh, geez, I ain't gonna say who it was because she might steal. She might steal. Right. Was she on codeine? I don't know what she was. She be just churning that butter, baby. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, Jesus. I just remember that song. Renew in me the right spirit. Denurse. Thank you, Denurse, for being a member for 16 glorious months. Now, I'm going to hip you to something, Denurse. I see you paying twice. You need to go figure out, unless you just trying to have a double blessing. But I've seen your name twice in the membership. So you got me twice somewhere. So you might want to investigate. I ain't trying to rob you of your $2.99, all right? I'm not trying to rob you of a double $2.99. So you might want to investigate that, the nurse, because you got 2. You paying for 2 memberships. You know, Kevin does that a lot. He pays for a lot of memberships. He be 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 memberships. He's covered everywhere. Thank you, and thank you so much, the nurse, for putting the color on it. Yes, you did. Now we only need 3. You only need 3 more. Tree more. Listen, everybody. Listen. We over there in the court. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit. We over here in the court, y'all, of Diddy. You know, the trial started. They got the jury started yesterday, and the trial has started today. Pretty explosive. A lot of information was given. But before we get into that, let's get into this right here. Let's get into this clout chasing son of a ambulance chasing Dwayne Youngblood defending Tyrone with the dookie braids Blackburn. This is courtesy of Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins never leaves us unchuckling.
So I'm attorney Tyrone Blackburn, and then I have to make any statement, so I'm not saying anything. Okay. Are you representing anyone specifically?
Yes, several people.
Some of the victims?
Several of them.
Several of the victims? Okay. Thank you.
Tyrone Blackburn is claiming that he's working for several of the victims of Diddy. He might want to be somewhere figuring out when he loses to TD Jakes, how he gonna figure all that out. So he's outside the courtroom clout chasing an ambulance chasing.
What are you guys looking at?
Tyrone Blackburn.
How are your clients feeling?
Just answer Parental. I told her they were not making any statements because of the bad order.
He can't answer no question because of a gag order. No, what's gag ordering, Jesse, is them braids. That's what's gagging us.
Just answer her question and said that I'm not making any statements because of the gag order.
Just wait. Just wait.
How do you feel about people saying that you're a clout chasing lawyer?
Just like I answered that woman's question earlier, I'm not speaking as pursuant to the gag order. That's how I feel.
All right.
We appreciate you, Armand Wiggins, for asking this ambulance chaser, how does he feel about people calling him a clout chasing lawyer? You see, now he over here. First you're running after TD Jakes, clout chasing on him. Now you're over here in Diddy, clout chasing on him. The way he chewed that gum, and then I'm trying to figure out, when did he get these braids? I retract my lust photos. When did he get these braids? Are they taking him serious? The Timu version of Lamar Whitehead. Oh, that's a good one. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, snatch that wig off. He put them braids. He did a passion, prophet passion. I ain't gonna say Lover, he's, every now and then he tips over here. I ain't gonna say he got fake bread. I don't know who got him, but I know Passion didn't have none. He ain't got him in a year down his back. Ain't this crazy? He need to get a braid back. Looking just like Lamar Whitehead. Don't he look just like him? Don't you said that's Wish? That ain't Timu, that's Wish. He wished them braids were his. That's who Wish is. That's what he wish. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so he's over there clout chasing at the Diddy. Says he has several people that he's representing. Several. So let's see. What do we have for Tyrone Blackburn today? What do we have?
Yeah, I'm over this hoe. Fuck that hoe. She gives me so much gas, she makes my stomach hurt. Bitch. Bitch, fuck you. That's how I feel about you, bitch.
So today, y'all, they was talking about the baby oil, they was talking about all the freak offs. They say that the jury's gonna seek some of the views of the freak off. ain't got it, the deliverer, ain't he, Jesse? Just classy, very classy. They were talking about it so much that they said the daughters, the two twin daughters of Diddy, had to just walk out of the courtroom. I definitely wouldn't want my daughter listening in on this case if I was Diddy. Wouldn't want my sons listening in, but my daughters, absolutely not. Listen, Bridget Baldwin, I think someone, I don't know if it was you, but I think they're going to have a really hard time proving that, like Marcellus, I think you mentioned that, I don't believe in doing things illegal, especially sexually. But you have to remember, a lot of these people knew who he was. They knew they had an opportunity either to get good money, to get somewhere in the industry, and they were gung-ho for it until they were not. Until they were not. And now I think the thing is that they're trying to show the jury that the people are saying that they were forced to act like they liked it, forced to make facial expressions like they enjoyed what was going on in the freak-offs. Leah says, baby, it's a smear campaign so far, nothing proving the feds' case day one. They're just throwing it out there, and they have these people coming in. And, I'm just saying, that whole OnlyFans thing and escort thing, I guess they're trying to put it as trafficking and different things like that. That Garagos is going to be, he's going to be a bull. I think he's going to be a bull for this. Again, if they did the freak-offs and they didn't want to do no more freak-offs and you were forcing them to do freak-offs, now that's a crime. But just having regrets after you've done freak-offs, how many of y'all have had regrets after you've done some acts? And it wasn't even, not even illegal. Maybe you just, you're mad you put your mouth there. You're mad that you went over, you pulled your drawers down over there, and you just have regrets because you don't like that person no more. You shouldn't have gave him your good. You shouldn't have gave her your good. You shouldn't have, you just got regrets. I think a lot of these folks after the fact got regrets. Oh. What did he say? It's just late. Listen, we got a testimony in the building. Just last night. They got regrets. But you can't go back and sue. You can't do it. You can't do it. The morning after blues, yes. I think we got a lot of that going on. Trade regret syndrome. I think we got a lot of that going on with this case, y'all. And again, I'm not trying to, that kicking Cassie and doing all that, the unfortunate part, he's not even up for that. He's up for, they said something about statute of limitations for that. He's up for the freak-offs and bringing people, I guess, across state lines to freak. But it just bothers me a little bit because people will do and have done a lot of things to get in the good graces of celebrities. They really have. So it's going to be interesting to see how all of this is mapped out. We know, like Leah said, right now it's a pure smear campaign. They are bringing out everything. They don't care whose family. They don't care none about his kids being in there. They need to be out of that courtroom because they are about to bring out every vile, nasty thing that Diddy participated in. And again, there's a lot of nasty people in the world. There's a lot of disgusting people in the world. There's a lot of voyeurs in the world. There's a lot of people who that's the adult industry wouldn't be so booming if we didn't have folks like Diddy around. Not saying that we got to go to the extreme, but you know what I'm saying. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this is mapped out. A witness said that's what's going to come back and forth. You're going to have those who say they saw Cassie. I think that was it. She was forced to do it. She act like she didn't want to do it. Then you're going to have the ones who came to say, oh, she not only did she do it, but she said, come here, can I get a little bit more? So we're going to have that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to rip apart his reputation. They got to do that in front of the jury. So they're going to rip it out. Now, a lot of them juries probably going to sit there, well, I like the little peen every now and then. Well, I like a little this. I like to watch and rub a little oil on me. I done got high and did a few things. I done got drunk and did a few things. So, I mean, and I'm sure that's what the Diddy people are banking on, you know. Ain't nobody saw them Epstein files. Where they at? You was one of them. You got saved Saturday morning, or Sunday morning. You got saved. What's the difference between? Absolutely nothing, because as we're seeing, things are coming out. Even with Hugh Hefner, now those girls are coming out. He dead and he's worm food, and they coming out talking about how they just detested doing threesomes with him, and he made them do threesomes. There's no difference. There's no difference. In my opinion, we had all that going on at the Playboy Mansion. That was the big freak off. You had at the Playboy Mansion. I had a friend who would frequent the Playboy Mansion. He was a model, and that's what this stuff wasn't new to me, because he told me some stories in there with Hugh Hefner, a lot of the stars and things. Diddy wasn't the first one to like to see a little BBC in the women. New mercies every morning. Oh, somebody give God a praise. Give him a praise right now that we can experience new mercies when you start lipping and lapping and you get your nasty behind up. Don't take it for granted, but it's available. Grace and mercy. Well, thank you, God. But the tapes ain't lying. So we're going to have to see. And I think what they're trying to do on the prosecution side is just trying to turn the jury's mind to look at the tapes and to say that it wasn't consensual. That's what they want to point it to. But, I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely the race is definitely. So the lawyers are going to prove that Diddy was just a big old freak. Yeah. Not the first one, ain't gonna be the last. How many voyeurs in the chat right now? Put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you a voyeur. You just like to watch. Do we have any truth tellers in the chat? Come out of the bushes. Okay, Rich, come on. Okay, Rich, they gonna leave you by yourself? They gonna leave you by yourself, K Rich? They some lying wonders, K Rich. Now she just playing. Since she just hit no ones after her. Now she just playing. All right, she just playing, y'all. 1.3. What that? I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Nicole, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're trying to put this thing, and as we can see that he didn't participate a whole lot in it. He liked to watch it. He liked to set it up and watch it. Ray said, I can be, especially in previous, your past life, all things have become new now. Behold, is that what we talking, Ray? Oh, okay. That, and isn't live just a live porno? So I think they're trying to just say that this man of money and fame made these people do it because he had money and fame. So I think that's what they're building their case on. Because he had the money, he forced these people to do it. Deacons, trustees, missionaries, pastors, evangelists, they're all watching it. Leah said she got her eyes open. Oh, Joy, this is some good wine, baby. Whoever you got this from. It's good. It's good. It's good. Behold, my God. What'd you say, Ray? You know, horny church team. I remember we used to be feeling on each other at the church. So I remember. Don't tell nobody. But we sure did. You were some horny teenagers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot more that people don't know that will come out. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Because I'm just saying, it's just so many other ones, white ones that just so. Now Epstein's problem, he was doing the young minors, shipping them in the country and doing all this other stuff. I don't think this has been said about Diddy. I think they want to push something like that, maybe with one or something I heard, but I didn't hear much of the underage or any of the underage, if I can recall. I don't think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear that. The celebrity list is long. And even the witness list. And let me tell you what they're trying to do with this witness list. Just like Bishop T.D. Jakes' name is allegedly is on a witness list. That's what Tasha K posted. I don't know. I don't know where they got the list from. I have no idea. But we saw that. So I'm not sure if that's the truth or if that's just something that they're trying. But they want these people to get on the stand and it's like further humiliation that they really want to do to Diddy and probably everybody associated with him. You know? Yep. And the thing about it, but when you think about it, Nicole, I wouldn't say everybody is lying, but I think after a certain point, they started having regrets or they got tired of doing it, but they possibly, were strong-armed into continuing to do it. Now, I believe that was Cassie's situation. I think that was Cassie's situation, and maybe in others that day as well. It's another 8 accusation, but not sure if it was made this case. Okay. Because I thought I heard something, Leah, but I really didn't. It seemed like it didn't blow up, so maybe it wasn't. Looking at you, young, and one had no real say. Well, listen, whether the saved mothers is looking or booking or sleeping, you gonna do what you want to do, okay? You did what you wanted to do, right? Is it garbage or gamage? You did what you want to do. Even though you knew to do right, you figure out to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Isn't that the rule that you can't consider if you're under the influence? Maybe that's the angle they're going for. But then so many people like to party and play, Ray. So many people like to do that. And like some of the ones like Lecrae, you know, the gospel guy Lecrae, and some of the other people who said they went to the parties, but they knew when the music stopped, it was time for you to go home because it was about to shift. That thing was about to shift. So if you stayed around during the shift, you knew what was about to pop off. So, yeah. They may have, but they've received a lot. See, and that's the flip side as well. They wanted to continue to receive that money. And it's like, man, it's like you could say no, but you wanted the money. So you did it regretfully, but you did it because the money was there for you. So it's like, y'all see what I'm saying? It's just a hard thing to swallow because you had every opportunity to say no, but the money was good. So you got on a plane and you flew wherever he wanted you to be and dealt with whoever, you know. One of the girls said, you know, she was forced to have unprotected, you know, with him because that's what's Diddy's thing, to, you know, watch it unprotected or what have you. But I don't know when people just start losing their ability to say no. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, they want Cassie, and we've seen Cassie, unfortunately, get beat down, and he's not even on trial for that. But they're going to talk about the relationship and her maybe being forced, you know, to have sex with other people. So they want to use Cassie for that. Let's say, you know, child. And the RICO thing, usually the RICO thing is a lot of different people, right? I didn't know RICO can just be one person. They didn't include anybody else. We seen down there in Atlanta, that RICO case didn't go as planned, you know. So I don't know how this one is going to go, you know. Willing to get lit. I think if you are drugged, not if you're willing to get. That's what I'm saying. So we gotta. Is the truth to this baby oil being laced with some kind of drug that you rub on your body? I mean, that may be something that, like Costco said, listen, we don't sell no baby oil. Costco came out real quick. We don't sell no baby oil in bulk like that. Don't put that on Costco. He ain't got that stuff from Costco. I think a lot of Diddy's behavior started off at home with his mother. He learned the type of behavior from he learned it from definitely somewhere. And you got to remember, he was in the industry at an early age too. So he's seen a lot of his folks do probably a lot of sexual things with people willingly and unwillingly. So you start he saw the power that they have, and I can see he started possibly doing the same thing. I think there is a pow case or something. I'm not sure. I don't have all his stuff together. That money is going to ruin a lot of testimonies. That's what Garagos, his attorney, is going to drill. He's going to drill these people who got paid because they're going to start following. Okay, how much did you get paid? Where did the money, why did you get paid? When did you make the agreement? What did you agree to come do? And blah, 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 blah. Were you coerced? Yes, but you got on the plane and you took the CashApps or the money or the cash. And so they're going to, it's not going to be as cut and dry as people think. We're going to, even some of the things that he did wrong, they're going to come out swinging to get him off. Well, that's what they said today. There was a mention of golden showers today. They said Cassie took a little golden showers in her mouth. Now, she's probably going to say she didn't enjoy it. But there's going to be people who say, oh, she was all for it. She said, wet me up. I'm moist. I'm saturated. So I'm not sure. We got to wait and see. And that's the thing. And they're going to push the fact that, well, didn't you want to be an artist? And And did you do these things because you were trying to please him and be an artist? And why did you do these things? You know, they're going to push that. Just a question. How about, do we know he didn't use their lack of money to pay bills and such? Well, listen, you're probably right, but it's still a choice you have to make, Nicole. There's a choice you have to make. We used to watch the real TV on HBO. There's choices. You can do a $20 one, or you can have the no teeth one for $40. These are choices. Got to say no. Of course, when you going and looking to get a quick turn on, I'll leave it like that, you are looking for the vulnerable. You are looking for the ones who's going to do what you want to do for the cheapest price, or for a price. Just saying. Yeah. Sold it to the devil. They did. They sold it to the devil. Chevy says, I see what you're saying, St. James, but I still believe he didn't tell some of the women that what they were getting into. That's a possibility. It's a possibility. After a certain, it's like, if you come to me, you don't think some of these people who got in the inner circle like that, because we all didn't know what Diddy was doing. We wasn't in that inner circle. But if you were able to have a conversation in regards to going to Diddy's house or going to a Diddy party and staying later, you didn't have an inkling of what type of party this may turn into, or what me going over there, am I all that? Did Diddy just think I was just so fine and sexy that he just wanted me to come over for tea and crumpets, or just a party? I don't know. I don't know. I think the biggest issue was the party candy and being given without consent. Yeah. If they can prove that, if they can prove it, because you know what Diddy's side is going to say, everybody knew the party we were having. They knew the favors that were there. They knew it. We need 3 more of you guys to do $5 or more super chat, and we will have met our super chat goal for tonight. So let's not get too carried away and y'all forget to support the program, okay? Yeah. Carrie says, I'm not partial to him, but because he's a celebrity, if he did wrong, lock him up. Yeah. If like I said, if wrong was done, K. Rich, no one's going to cap for wrong. But we cannot say just because he has the upper hand on everything, such as status, and that everything he did, he manipulated everybody who came to his house. Everybody who came to a party, he just manipulated because he had the upper hand. We can't really say that. What's up, Kimberly? Yeah. Ooh, that Astroglide. My God. Even the Astroglide. Jesus. Yeah. They said they did take all of it when they came and searched the house. They got it. But with that as well, they're going to say that everybody that came over was told about it. They're going to say that. They know we was going to rub them down. Oh, Clive Davis, they say he'd been dirty for years. I think that's why he finally came out and said he was bisexual, because people were already probably threatening to do a Diddy on him. We don't know how many people Clive Davis paid off to shut their mouth. We don't know. But he's white. So he can do it. We don't know how many he paid off. But I think that's why he came out in the book and talking about he's bisexual. To soothe things over, just in case the escort board, the men came out. Yeah. Yeah, Diddy needs to be in prison, right along with the Caucasian men he admired and emulated. Well, yeah. I think he learned a few things from them people. What's up, Dion? You said that money getting paid is going. Yeah, so I think someone said that earlier. It's that money that's being paid. They're gonna drill that in. They're gonna drill it in. They're gonna drill it in. And you got to remember, I think OnlyFans models and things like that, that's what they're in the business for. They're in the, they want a subscription, but they're in the business of meeting somebody who's going to actually take care of them and who's going to give them good money. You know, they don't want to just be on OnlyFans doing that for the rest of their life. They want to secure a bag. And a lot of the OnlyFans models that they said escorted or flew to them or whatever, I'm sure they were happy to go. Sure, they were happy to go, but may have got caught up in the money. Didn't want to do it anymore, but the money was so good, they did it. Yeah. People have choices. Something strange for a little change. Yes, they were. What's up, Eric? Man, I'm way back. Okay, I got caught up now. The sun flip. I don't know. You think you should have taken that deal? Oh, I don't know. What was the deal, though? I don't know what the deal was. Even if the deal was like 20 years, I don't know. Yeah, that Gabby chick. Join our membership, everybody. Those who didn't get a member, make sure you join the membership and become an exclusive monthly supporter of the St. James Show. May said he would show up to court but don't want to testify. You think Whitney was going to expose Clive? Well, that movie kind of exposed him. So I can't remember if it was hers or was the family's or her. You said this about to be a dogfight to the end. It really is. Y'all hit that like button. Only 68 likes. Come on, y'all. Get to 100 likes for me. Only have 72 likes. Would you please hit that like button? I really appreciate y'all. Yes. Thank you, Eric, for putting a color on it. I appreciate you, sir. Make sure you guys visit Gospel Diaries there with Eric Maurice Clark. He has a really good interviews of gospel artists, gospel writers, and everything gospel history is over there at Gospel Diaries. So make sure you get over there and support Gospel Diaries. They didn't disclose the deal. I didn't think they did. So, but I wouldn't think it would be anything under 20 years. What you think, Creepy? I wouldn't think, you know? They got the wrong charges. You think that's what it is? You think they're going to get off because they got the wrong charges? Ooh, that's a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. Okay, I've been here an hour, y'all. I said I was going to drop it at an hour. I'm over an hour. So I'm going to drop Leah, Marcellus, if y'all want to come up, if any y'all want to come up, Courtney, feel free to. We talked about the ambulance chasing Tyrone Blackburn. We talked about Marvin Winans and his concert. There's not a whole lot to talk about tonight, and the Diddy. But you know that Tyrone Blackburn. Let me tell you this: he needs to be somewhere preparing his case against TD Jakes instead of running around being an ambulance chaser over there in New York behind Diddy, trying to get some money from clients. That's what he needs to do. But, you know, that's my opinion. What is that you?
It's me.
You know, they're around here. I've been watching that beef sector a little too long. They're around here porn bombing everybody. Everybody's getting out here. What say you?
Okay, so I was thinking about this earlier today, and I know this is going to get me eaten alive in the comments. I think that if they let Diddy free,
Lee, is
that
that
he
you?
would never do it again.
Yep.
I think, okay.
Go on and loose him and let him go. He's learned his lesson.
I don't think he even wants to see another peen or baby oil. I think you're right. And I think he would probably just get him a significant other or be in a throuple and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Don't do any more of
He's
these
not
freak
gonna
offs.
get married. He's not
No,
gonna
not
get
gonna
in a
get married. I'm
relationship.
just saying, he need to just get a woman and a man, because obviously he likes both, and stick to that. And I don't think he's gonna touch any more of that stuff. I think he's good. I think he's done. I think he's lived that life, and
I
he's
think
seen what has gotten him.
I think he's gonna go around there by Sarah and Torre.
Right.
He gonna sit under their ministry,
Lay
and
across
he
that
probably finna
altar
start
at the
preaching.
potter's house. Woo. Woo. What you say, Leah? You on mute. He doesn't think he has done anything wrong.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh yeah, no, I disagree. If he get off, he about to be diabolical.
You think so?
Really?
Absolutely. He about to tear the lane up, honey. He gonna go snort lines off of somebody's butt crack that night.
Ooh. Mm. Well,
This
At
is the
least
case of
maybe
the
the first
century.
week. Maybe the first week, Leah. Not,
You mean he gonna give us optics? Yeah, okay. I don't believe that.
oh
don't
no, he
know.
been in jail.
Yeah, he looking the way they say he looking so old, and he ain't the Diddy. He looking worse than R. Kelly in there, they say.
He only
Yeah.
looking old because he ain't got the money, the accessibility to dye his
That
hair,
Beijing. He got that
do all that.
Beijing money.
Yeah, he gonna get out. He gonna get a fresh cut.
Right.
He gonna be crispy. His clothes gonna be brand new, and he gonna go give the Lord some praise. And that night he gonna turn up.
Talking about don't stop, won't stop.
Won't stop. You hear me?
You know what? Cause I feel kind of bad for him a little bit.
Mm,
Just a tinge. I think he got his slap on the wrist there, and
mhm.
he's going through it in jail. He's been in there for a minute.
Yeah.
And while I do not condone, let's be clear, I do not believe in any abuse of any kind, any of
Hmm.
that. He has paid Cassie, however.
Yeah.
These other people, I don't know, they have to prove their case. We don't know what's going on there. But man, I think, because I'm thinking about the kids also.
Yeah. Well, I'm liking what Daniel said. You think he may pull a Russell Simmons and say, "Let peace, y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I'm gone. Bye."
I'm not
Out
mad
of the
at that
country.
if he does that. That's not a
Mm.
bad idea,
It's not a
actually.
bad idea.
He has enough money to do it.
He
Hmm.
does. He
Yeah,
does.
he rich. That's what everybody don't know. He got loan money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can
He
I?
But
got
does
assets
he have
in
that
other
now?
places. Yeah, he do. He got assets all over the place. That man is rich, rich.
Let me
But
add a
he's
couple
been.
things. Can I
I'm
add something
sorry.
to
Go
this?
ahead. Mhm.
Y'all do know there's 6 men on this jury, right?
Mm.
Now, see, that's
It
the
sure
dynamic
is.
nobody's talking
They
about.
nobody talking about that. You better come
Mm.
on and knock it out the park. You
I'm
sure
just
is.
saying.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
There is no. They went through Law and
But there's
Crime, by the
6
way.
streets. Oh no.
Listen, y'all got to go watch the Law and Crime channel if you're unfamiliar with Law and Crime. So they did a
You know what?
synopsis.
I dipped in there today, but it was like nothing going on. But they're talking about it, huh?
Yeah, they had the reporter lady who was actually in the courtroom give a
Mm-hmm.
synopsis of what was going on, right? So
Mm.
when she said today that there were 6 men on this jury, I
Mm.
said, there's no way in God's green earth 6 men are going to convict this man.
But are they
I'm
black or white?
some of them are black. That was the thing. He has a lot of black people on this jury. That was the other thing they said. They said that they got rid of a lot of black people, but then some kind of way they have a lot of men on this jury. And I'm not sure if the 6 men are all black, but I know they have a lot of black men on this jury.
And none of them know who P. Diddy is.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
know
they
because
do.
one guy said he knew. He said his brother, he knew P. Diddy got arrested, but he said he didn't know why P. Diddy got arrested. But
And they let him on the jury.
Mari
yeah, he's on the
says
jury.
8
They don't have
men.
a choice. They have to. They got to pull a jury. They got to
Oh,
keep
it's
the
8
crowd
men.
moving.
That's right. Go
8
ahead,
men.
man.
Yeah,
And a lot of
it's a
them are
lot of
black.
men.
So it's 6
Judge
black
said get
men.
it popping. Judge ready to
So
move it
that's what
along.
it is. It's 6 black men.
It's 6 black men. 6 of those men are black.
I wouldn't be tripping if they were white though. Men have the ability to compartmentalize a lot faster than women.
Mhm.
Not that we can't, but men compartmentalize real quick and they put things in place. So that was a very strategic move. That's good for the defense. But these
but I
white
think that's
women,
all.
what is it? 5 white women that's prosecuting. They coming
I
out
thought they
swinging.
said it was a six pack of white women.
Mm-mm.
No,
Nope.
okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is New York. Mm-mm.
Yeah, where you go? Yeah, they're not gonna choose. That's New
Mm-mm.
York. Mm.
That's
And
Can
what
we go
because
back?
for
that's
the
what.
alternates,
I'm sorry.
because they do have the alternates. I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
jury and probably replace them with the alternates.
Not if
Okay.
Well, but
nobody
you
does
can't just
anything
replace them.
illegal. Yeah, if
Yeah, you
nobody does anything illegal, they're gonna make. It's only 8 weeks.
right. You can't just replace them. That's not how that works.
That's why they
The judge
swinging.
is
So it's
not
only 8
playing.
weeks. They come out the gate, baby. He's a freak.
Let me ask you this though. Why is this case going faster than the Jake's case?
Well,
Because of the judge. The judge,
Well,
and also you have a trial. Jakes and them are in. I forget
they're
what they
not
call the
even.
specific term, but they haven't even come to trial yet. They had trial. The
They
judge
haven't
said
even
they
gone
moved.
to
discovery.
discovery. That
Yeah.
because the one with the fake braids is sitting over there at the Diddy deal over there when he should be. See, that's what I'm saying. He's kicking the can down the street in the cakes because he's trying to keep his ass from being one of the co-conspirators.
And also not to be sanctioned, because if he gets sanctioned and his license gets messed up, all them other cases that he's hooked to, he's screwed. So he's gonna kick this can down the road as far as he can kick it down the road. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Opening
I was
statements.
just about to
Closing
say
statements.
that, and Diddy has been locked up for a while. He's been in jail. It hasn't even been a year. I think it's been a year.
Almost should be almost coming up on a year, but I'm here to tell
It took
y'all,
him a minute to get here, but he here.
if Cassie open her mouth and let somebody give her a golden shower, that let me tell you something. That's her business. That's her fault. And listen, I'm not feeling sorry for
You
none
do
of
a
these
lot
people.
of stuff when you was horny.
No, this how mad I am today.
Uh-oh.
This how mad I am. And I waited for you to go live because I wasn't gonna go live today.
We always waiting on
you
you.
want to put it on
Go
my show?
ahead.
Yeah. Listen here.
There's somebody else who do that kind of bull around.
I don't
here.
care anymore. I don't care anymore. Free P. Diddy. Let me tell you why.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Let me tell you why I don't care anymore.
That
I
is
don't.
mad church disease.
That is correct. That is me.
Ooh,
That
we
is me.
lighted up the St. James over here.
Let me tell you why I don't care anymore. Now you all mentioned that white man Epstein. The president of the United States was over there on that island with them little girls.
Yeah,
they all put this stuff to so that it would be hush, quiet. And I don't care what nobody say. They told me he killed himself in prison. I don't believe that. I have my own conspiracy
I definitely
theory.
never believe that.
I don't believe that. That man's book was so thick and had so many powerful men and women's name in that book. They killed him. Not only that, have you all heard anything else about his assistant that was supposed to be in prison? What happened to the assistant? Nobody has said a word.
Still in prison?
That we don't know.
We don't even know.
You understand what I'm saying? So you all tell me, give me a break. And here come this orange hair with this orange orangutan trying to import all of these immigrants from South Africa. You know, here's another thing. I'm so pissed off today. So we importing immigrants and we picking and choosing our immigrants. I'm just saying, you all. I'm through. Free P. Diddy. Free P. Diddy.
There's a whole sector of that, on YouTube. The free.
Okay, well, I need to go
sector.
find them people because I'm over this.
It really is. But go ahead.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But there is like I said, it's the Clive Davis coming out as bisexual. He knows because he didn't pay people off. Somebody was going to come out and that's what went on. But it's a whole different ball game for these white people. Epstein got caught up because of them kids he was messing with. But I think Clive just paid off some more freaks and they left, he's going another way. But, Diddy got it from all of these people with what he saw, but he forgot he was a Negro. He forgot.
I don't see. That's where Our community, we always so late on everything. Like, it's the same thing with R. Kelly. We should have been outraged when he was sleeping with little girls in his 30s.
Yeah.
I was outraged. I was outraged.
I'm not you personally. I'm just saying as a community.
I think the
He should
community
have
was
been.
outraged.
No,
We
he
just
went
didn't
on tour.
care.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, he
they
went on
weren't.
too
Let me
long,
finish.
but it wasn't
He
much of
went
an
on
outrage.
tour. He went on tour and paid. Make sure he in prison after the video proved that he had peed on that little girl.
Your sound is
And
going in and out, Leah. What's going on there?
me, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know, but there were
The Holy Ghost is
grown
trying to
black
make her
men
be
and women.
quiet. It's the Holy Ghost.
I'm about to make a. Oh, am I still going out?
Yeah, drop down and come back up. That may fix it.
Still going out?
Yeah.
The Holy Ghost done got in her mic.
Like Cree B said, he had a whole family reunion song. The community was not outraged.
Well,
Not
hold
at
on.
all. They were still stepping in the name of love.
We sure
In the
was.
name of
All of
love.
that.
And I'm still stepping. Let me just say this. I don't know
no.
what. I don't know what. Listen, hold on. Oh. Y'all done did it now. You done stepped into it now. Aren't you still over there talking about the Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want? Wasn't David a murderer and killed Uriah and put him out on
Here
the
come
front
the
line?
Bible.
David
Come on,
wasn't peeing
Bible.
on
Wait
little
a minute.
girls now.
Wait a
Come
minute.
on.
You all have such
Come on.
selective outrage. It just
Yeah.
drives me insane. One group of people can be forgiven, another group of
Yeah.
people can't be forgiven. Listen,
Yeah.
the same grace that covered David, that covered Moses, that covered Abraham, can also cover R. Kelly and can
Well, tell
cover
R.
P.
Kelly
Diddy.
to cry out.
Well,
Cry out.
But he listen, and you want to know the truth? He did cry out in the early 90s, but he was met with the wrong type of Christians. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because he was crying at one point in time.
Yeah,
He
'cause
was
who
crying
said
out.
that? Somebody said that he went to go to their church. I
He
can't
went to
remember.
Without Walls with that tight ass
Is
face,
that what it
Paula White,
was?
Oh,
I know
no.
it
and
was
Randy.
somebody's
Don't
church.
get me started. Don't get me started. I'm sorry. That
Ooh,
just
Marcel is
infuriates
on
me.
one tonight. That's all right. It's all
I'm
right.
just saying, but we black people is something else, and you still over there listening to some of you like what's that guy talking about? He the king of rock and roll. What's his name? Elvis. Y'all still listen to Elvis? He was sleeping with Priscilla Presley, and she
Child,
was
ain't nobody
14.
listen to no Elvis
I'm
over
just
here.
saying, yes they do. Yes they do. You'd be surprised at how many black people
I
listen
didn't
to
pin it.
Elvis.
I'll drop it right now. What was I gonna
Nah,
say?
that wasn't no cry out. Somebody said Genius said he cried out in front of Gail. That wasn't no cry out, honey. That was
Right.
something else. That was
But
a performance.
they said Diddy was reading scriptures in that Bible today while they was doing the proceedings. He's reading the Bible. The Bible.
You better. But no, honey, David wasn't doing half these things that these men are doing now. They're being accused of
Murder.
And I'm not on Team David. Let's be clear. I'm not. But hey,
Marcellus, you believe all the Bible parables and stories?
I'm closing my mouth until Leah speaks.
Don't be like that, Marcellus.
You believe Noah in the 2x2?
Oh my God, is my phone still tripping?
No, you good.
No, you good.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say. Oh, she said that the murder. You said King. Y'all talking about King David, the murderer, the adulterer,
Listen,
the wife stealer.
Yeah.
And he's a diabolical murderer. Put that man on the front line, knowing he screwed.
And
his
y'all,
wife.
the Lord is still y'all shepherd, and you shall not want.
It is.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
He was the apple of the Lord's eye too. Ain't that a mess?
We do pick and choose, y'all, who we give grace to.
Exactly. So that's what I was gonna say.
So
It's
are we
not
saying
that.
free R. Kelly?
No, what I was saying
I'm not
was
saying that.
That's what
Don't
Marcellus
put
said.
words-
I'm not saying
don't
that.
put words in my mouth.
Leah Marcellus said that.
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm saying
I didn't
he
say
should have
free R.
been.
Kelly. I said free P. Diddy. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
he should have been locked up a
okay.
long time ago. Is my point. Like we knew that he was a menace in our community years prior to him getting the bad charges that he got from the feds. But
Yeah.
because our community, we don't press the issue on certain things, we could have pressed the issue and they could have convicted that man when he was being the menace that he was. But now he's older and he learned the rules to the game that he was playing, and he had grown women in there. Then they brought up some other charges and they got him on something that technically If he gets out, he could still very well get out on a technicality. Same thing with Diddy. Diddy been a menace for years. Y'all been knowing it. The stories are not uncommon. There
Right.
are artists who have came out publicly and said that they would never sign with him.
Yeah.
Publicly,
And
rappers
I
that
do
said
believe
they
he
would
blew up
never go over
Kid
there.
Cudi's car now.
I'm just
I believe,
saying,
I believe that too.
like let's not play. You know, we love the change of culture that he brought and how he has moved the culture in a certain direction. However, his business practices have always been in question within our community, but nobody within the unit wanted to come out. Why all these security guards want to come out 30 years later after these girls and men
Right.
have been burned
They
completely?
didn't
These
want to help
people
him
have no
during.
lives now. Man,
And after
cut it
they've
out.
been paid, unfortunately, you all, and I know this is going to sound really bad, but this is where I'm at this stage of my life. I don't care. All these white men in America been getting away with this stuff for all these years. You think these music moguls in America were not doing some of these same practices that P. Diddy is doing? And these men are free. And now we want to lock him up and say, oh, we're gonna put him in because he baby oiled somebody down. I don't know about nobody else, but I got some stuff I want to do before I pass on and see Jesus.
Well, the
And
bed's undefiled.
you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm listen. Give
But
me a break.
I think what was the nail in the coffin was the Cassie beating tape.
Right.
That gave everybody a target to say, if he did this, he must have did all of that. And I think that's the difference between the white folk. We just don't have anything that we have seen. Just like they said, the security guard there that disrupted that deal at the hotel. Just like with him, like you were saying, all he did was say, take that back to your room. He saw him kicking her. He saw the broken vase. All he said was, you're going to have to pay for that vase, for breaking that vase. The vase just got broken over her head. He threw it at her. But all he did was rough up. I think he pinned what's his name? P. Diddy up against the wall. This is security at the hotel. And then didn't write all of these facts in the report. Diddy offered him some money for the tape. He recorded it. He said he recorded it so he could take it home to show his wife or his girlfriend. And then all of a sudden, it just came up missing.
Well, when Cassie gets on the stand, she's going to have to give testimony. And I promise you, it's one thing to be out in the media and to file stuff with your lawyers, but it's another thing to get on the stand and have to testify and give an account to all of those things. And when you work as security, your job is to observe and report. The mere fact that he pinned him up against a wall, everybody should clap
out of his mind.
Right. He should clap his hands for that, because that wasn't even in his job description. I'm just saying.
But he didn't report it to the police.
But he only pinned him against the wall because he was attacking another guard. It wasn't because of Cassie. So let's put this into perspective. Yeah, let's put it into perspective. He wasn't protecting the said victim in the situation. He was protecting his fellow coworker. And he didn't put it in the report like you said. And then he's saying that he didn't take a payoff, but you never called the police. You didn't take your video when your company. I mean, I don't even understand why. This is the fake outrage that really irritates me about this culture, because how is it that we're celebrating the security guard as witness number one when you had the original video? You didn't even take it to the police.
Nope.
And sued the company that you work for deleting it and putting your life in danger.
Wow.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Are you kidding me right now? Dude, you are a whole joke. This whole case is a joke.
Did Garagos cross-examine him already?
Heck yeah. He was like, where is the report? Why didn't you put it in the report? No, I think it was
whoever, their team.
It was another one, but it wasn't him, but it was another one of the
is it Garagos' wife or daughter who's also on this team? Because her last name is Garagos also. There's a there's a wife or daughter or somebody that's there.
Let me look it up, because I just took the pictures and wrote everything.
You guys or somebody, find that out, because I saw a picture of her today. But I didn't know whether it was his wife or his daughter or somebody's daughter, Garagos.
And see, the thing about it, I think they are so hungry for this conviction of him and to put it on the notch on their belt, the prosecution, that they're just calling all these witnesses. You better make sure these witnesses are on the up and up before you put them on that stand.
Yeah, some of these people are gonna fold. I'm just saying, it's not gonna happen. It's not,
and it's just not going to sound right. And the jury, and the thing about it, the jury can, like you say, like I tell you, when I was on that jury, we knew the man was guilty, but they didn't do one particular thing that could have meant he didn't do it. And they didn't.
He's going down because of the gun
That's
charge.
Karen Friedman. She goes by Karen Friedman.
Oh, it's Friedman.
Yeah, that's his
Is that
wife.
his daughter?
Wife, it says.
Oh, it's his wife.
Oh,
I knew.
okay.
Isn't that a mess, Leah? Now, Leah, y'all think about this. How did his wife get on this case like this? And you know what I'm saying? Like that's very interesting to me. Like,
I don't know how they get the black lady Walderman or whatever her name is. She came in.
This is some
on the
interesting
clutch.
stuff.
And
Yep.
she's on Diddy's side.
They got a black sister on there, but I heard she.
Now I'll be sure he's ready to. He's on a tour. He wants
he better
his
go
nuts on
and
a
make sure his oxygen is turned up.
Yes.
He better go somewhere.
I think he believes that Diddy almost unalived him and unalived Porter and everybody else. Speaking of Porter,
That's
somebody
my thing.
told me.
Nobody hushed up the best friend who said that Cassie was. Now this is alleged. I don't know because I wasn't there. But there's a best friend of Kim Porter. She put out a book and everything, and she said that Cassie was a part of the unaliving of her best friend, Kim Porter. So
somebody said that book is not credible, though. A lot of people are saying that.
Well, of course they're going to say that.
Yeah, they didn't put much stake in that book, but they're definitely not going to come out and say it's credible. The family's not. So they're gonna. Is that the same book that they actually take out of Amazon?
Yep.
Okay.
But that also, just like everybody can say that he can be so powerful to intimidate witnesses, he could be powerful to do that too. Just like TD Jakes can reach out to Google and YouTube and everybody else. I mean, come on now, y'all. If this man
had
already
Tasha K's video, a portion of that video removed while she was still online.
Come on, quit playing with me.
TD Jakes did that?
Yes. She did a report. Remember the thing that said he touched the underage or something? She was but she was word playing that thing.
Right.
This just a few weeks ago. And do you know she was on that live and you could not find the portion of what she reported on?
That was rightfully so. That was rightfully so.
But
could somebody tell Dwayne and Tyrone they in trouble?
Go around there, Marcella.
Go around there and tell Tyrone and them braids, them struggle braids that he got on that head, that him and his cohorts are in trouble.
Yeah, they are in trouble. Go ahead, Leah.
Oh no, I'm just saying for the record, y'all. I don't agree or disagree with anybody in this case. I just follow the information and I follow the facts. And I'm not a free Diddy or not free Diddy. I'm not against or with anybody. It's
free
just,
Diddy.
I just don't like hypocrisy in our community and how we pick and choose who we want to hate when we want to hate them.
That's true. But and the thing about this with me is this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just looking at America, the climate of our country, what I've had to go through as a black man in this country, and all the stuff I've had to deal with and continuing to deal with. Man, F these people, man. I'm serious on that note. F these people, man. But we can't
say F these people when there may be true victims.
Listen here.
I was just about to say that.
Now, here's the thing. We got true victims in the church all the time. And these same folks, these same people will be like, oh, well, we got to forgive him. This is our pastor.
They always forgive the pastor.
You know what I mean? Just, man, get over it. But you want to crucify P. Diddy. You want to nail him to the cross. Oh, okay. Sure.
Marcella's good point. Remember when R. Kelly went through his trial, what was the first thing he did? He came to the church. He did I Believe I Could Fly. He got right back in the hearts of the men and women.
Right.
I'm not
Please,
gonna
Paul
say the
Morton was
name.
running around here singing it.
I'm not
At
gonna
the
say
end
the
of his
name of the
sermon.
artist that endorsed him that day, that prayed for him and laid hands on him and whatnot. And then he was back on tour again, talking about nastiness that he was doing to little girls.
Right.
Come on now. Y'all quit playing
While
with
we
us.
was, I believe I can. He was doing had the bell shake and all that.
That's all I'm saying. If y'all gonna stand on business, do it ahead of time. Why you wait till the white people get involved and want to convict this man?
Yeah. I just want people to be quiet because, like I said, everybody was vying to be at the white party. Everybody wanted to be at Diddy's white party, and as Lecrae say he left. No, he said he left.
Well, that's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Everybody left when the music stopped. But we it still remains to be seen. But yeah, I don't know.
Now Vincent did a show on that about the Lecrae piece, and
Did he? What was he talking about?
he said that he played a video of Lecrae speaking about it, and in one video, Lecrae said, I left, right?
I think I saw that video in the
But
beginning.
then in another video, Lecrae said he saw a little bit, but he didn't partake.
See,
so if you saw something, you stayed too long.
You stayed too long. You stayed around to get a little glimpse, you voyeur.
Well, first of all, the Saints are going to stay around and they're going to see because the Saints love the crash outs. And I can't say I blame Lecrae for standing there and watching. I probably would have been somewhere peeking around the corner too. Let me tell you,
tipping. I would have been tipping around.
Come on. let me tell you something. These Saints are something else. My thing is this. Whether you think he's innocent, whether you think he's guilty, he's not going to get a fair trial. This has already not been fair from the get-go. And let me tell you why. All of the stuff that you are seeing in the media and that you're hearing, all of the salaciousness of this stuff is to kill out his character and to make you have a perception of this man without us actually hearing all of the evidence. That's why in America, they just flood the media with all of this crap. I mean, now you're hearing stuff about somebody getting peed in the mouth and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it just goes from bad to worse. So if you think
that's what they have, how they want to start this thing. They want to start it there with the most nastiest stuff in the world. And they don't understand that, of course, they're going to say that Cassie did not want it to happen. That's what they're going to push out. But they're just going to get somebody else up there to stand and say, no, I was there. They enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. We showered her all the time. They're going to get somebody to say that. So it's just bringing out the nastiness and making it so salacious to trip the jury. But good luck with these men.
Well, I got a question. Have any of you ever been to a swinger party?
To a swingers party?
Or a mansion party?
Well, let me get on.
I have not.
I don't think I would define it as a swingers party, Leah. I don't think that's how they was defining it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying for the sake of my brother's life.
I gotta go. I'll see you.
I'm just saying. Have you never been in?
Actually, I went to a bachelor's party.
Okay, let's say bachelor or bachelorette.
No, but that
cool too.
Turned into that.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
On.
It would not be defined as what she defined it as, because you go somewhere and then the thing switch up.
My thing is, swingers is not a crime. Now, if you want to throw a biblical thing on it, you may say it's not ethical.
But it is. I'm getting to a point, brother.
Yeah, listen, but go ahead. I don't want to mess up.
No. You're right. You on point. But here's the thing: if you attend those parties, what do? They pass around bottled waters, and then they pass around what? The special punch.
The special.
And you can take part. You can take part in it, or you can keep your little bottle of water. And then let's just say a bachelorette party. Then when the strippers come out and they dancing in front of the lady that's supposed to be getting married, you don't have to go over there and touch his little
You don't have to put no
shredded
dollars
thong.
down his
You don't
drawers.
have to do none of that. But you also can do that. They may have pills. They may have weed. They may have all kinds of things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, you have to, if you've never been, then it's easy for you to sit back and judge and say that he was a villain or he was this.
Nasty.
He
just like Sarah Carter said, nasty.
He presented a smorgasbord of devil's pie, and a lot of people took a fork and said, "Let me try it out."
But I think it was the video.
Cassie's
video
the
came
climax
out
of everything was the video, but we have to take it back. So what they're trying to portray today and him being such a freak. The thing about, I was in Amsterdam. We were walking in the red light district. The women were in the windows.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
They were in the windows talking about, come on in, come on. And over here, you had the burlesque, you know, you had the drag show going on. You had the sex club going on over there if you wanted to go in there. So everything was there. And it's like, that's normal things to people because sex, you know, that's normal. But what they're trying to do is just paint him as some real perverted, nasty, that I guess he the only one did this in the world.
Well, when we talk about sex and we talk about sexual activity, I'm always amazed at how everybody makes sex sound so evil and demonic. Like sex is evil and demonic. No, sex is not evil and demonic. I mean, it's your perception shapes your reality. If that's how you perceive sex as nasty, that's going to be your reality. But nothing about sex is nasty and devilish and demonic. But that's how these folks think about sex.
But
and
do you think excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. You're good.
But do you think that sex was created for golden showers and BDSM and all those things?
Let me say.
I want to get on that.
Well, because you sound like one of my pastors who got up in the pulpit growing up. Bishop Johnson said that oral sex was of the devil, Leah. I remember my friend
masturbation too. He said masturbation was a sin too.
And masturbation. Me and Tia sat there. She was from Seattle. We sat there. We looked at each other and said, "We going to hell."
You gonna bust it wide open? You heard me? No, listen. God kicked him out. He told him not to eat of the tree of good and evil for a reason. Ain't nothing new under the sun, baby. Now let's not play in God's face like he don't know what good is and he don't know what evil is. He created everything. Now, you as a young woman making grown-up decisions, because let's stay in perspective, Cassie was young.
Yeah.
Made a grown-up decision
when she started. 19.
Yeah, she made a very grown-up decision to get out of the relationship she was in, where she was very well protected, and she went into a relationship with a whole NIGGA.
Yeah, a whole one.
Yeah, a whole one. So she paid some prices for that, and I'm not taking away her victimhood.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, at what point do we start? If he deserved to be locked up, he deserved to be locked up back then. Those security guards and people who are witnesses, people who were going to get women to be quote unquote said trafficked or underage, this and that. Why not knock the whole ring out? Why take y'all? This man been around for over 30 years.
Yeah. He ain't started doing this in 2020.
Come on, y'all, quit playing, man. We gotta stop this foolishness, man. Now you got this man sitting up on charges, and that really are not realistic at this point because everybody grown.
Yeah.
The gun charges is where he's going to be.
In trouble. That's the one.
The gun charge is where he's going to go down. If he does go down, the gun charges will be all of the salaciousness of all of this other stuff. This stuff don't even matter. This don't matter because you trying to say that this man has a network. And the RICO, like somebody I heard one of y'all say earlier, it's a whole RICO trial, but he the only one on the
Yeah, and that's and I'm sure it's possibility. I ain't no attorney, but it just sounds weird to me from what we know of Rico. It's always, I watch Power and all them. Rico Ghost was under a Rico. He had Tommy under the Rico.
That didn't work out in Fulton County, Georgia, and I don't think it's going to work out here in New York.
It didn't. And and that's something that we don't want to look over, but Leah brought that already here. It's like under the influence, but when you go into situations like that, everyone knew that Diddy was a powder head in everybody else's head, right? That was kind of common knowledge to everybody that he was a party boy. He's a party boy. So when you go around party boys and party people, the party don't get started until everybody is feeling right. So you can't go in there like you're going to go in there like Mary Magdalene. You're just going to do missionary. That's all you're going to do. And then you're going to get up, put your clothes on and leave. That ain't the situation that was going on over there at the Diddy house and none of his parties. And that was just, I never went to one and I know that was the part, that wasn't the situation. You weren't going to go in there just to, look around and spectate and then go about your business. If you're staying for the party, you in the party. So when you say that people were under the influence, it's like you knew what influence you was going to be under once you went behind the veil.
But my question is there a such thing as a safe line? Like,
should be.
Outside the door. Outside the door.
Right.
You don't bring yourself inside. And that's what I want to say when Wildcard says consent versus abuse. Listen, when you go into certain spaces and places, the moment that you come across the threshold of the door, you have now consented to being in that environment, in that space, etc. Because if you do not want to be there, you will get yourself up and leave. You will not be sitting around and participating in the activities. See, this is the thing about adults that really frustrates me.
Yeah,
I don't know. You don't get to keep doing stuff and putting yourself in the environments, and then when you do something 10 years later, come back and say, "Oh, I was abused."
Yeah, and that's what's going on. That's what's going on.
No,
and it's like I regret what I did in my youth. A lot of us have regrets. We can't go back and sue and put people in jail just because we made some bad decisions growing up.
Shoot.
I got a lot of people I need to put in jail.
Man, listen. I got a list.
I'm messing with you.
Y'all got to teach y'all kids though too. That's another problem that we have. I don't even want to say in our community. I'll just leave it to the culture. Y'all like we all, even me. I'm working on my children because I have young children. You have got to teach your children to stop idolizing people. Yeah. And when I say people, I mean across the board. When it comes to pastors, when it comes to these teachers, politicians, musicians. Diddy is not just an icon, he was an idol. That means that your child who could be 18, 19, 20 years old, they get out there, they go to college, they run into somebody like Diddy at a college event where he's paid $300,000 to come speak to the youth, and your daughter just happened to be one of the fine ones out of the bunch because she grown. But that's still your baby though. But she grown though. Yeah. And then she get in behind that devil's lair and she's unequipped. Yeah. You have kept her so sheltered that she has no knowledge of the things that these grown men would do to her.
And I know dudes who prey on girls like that.
Exactly.
I know dudes.
Come on, y'all. We got to do better.
I know dudes who look for females who have not had a father figure or have that, that education that you're talking about, Leah, and they prey on those girls. They literally prey on those. And like some of my friends, or they were my friends at one point, I had to walk away from them dudes. I was having a friend the conversation with one of my friends a couple of months ago, and we were both talking about another friend who was bragging about having sex with a teenager. And we were looking at this dude like, we were like, what? And we're looking at him trying to explain to us, and he's like trying to normalize it. And we're looking like, dude, is you crazy? And we can't even be friends with you no more. This is a wrap. We're done.
But Leah, I agree with you, Leah. But and you've been a young woman before. How often, as a young person, do we really listen to our parents and be like, you know, you're right? It takes us
Definitely.
knocking our head up against the wall,
Yeah.
running into brick walls.
Okay, I agree with you, sis. I do. I agree with you 100%. However, here's the catch to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about honesty and transparency. We're not honest with our kids.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make my mistakes, but you never taught me how to identify the enemy.
You're
You
right.
never
Right.
taught me what the devil looks like. You just told me this fictitious character in church that has
The
horns.
devil wears Dax a wave cap.
Yeah, oh, that or he got horns and he's spooky and he appears in my dreams.
And he's a
But
red
really,
tail.
you know what I'm saying? But really the devil is like he said, he got a wave cap on, he got Tim's, he smell great, or he wear
Uh-huh.
a suit and he got a nice clean cut. He a
Listen,
fresh smelling Negro. He
yes,
looks the
yes.
part, but his words
Yeah.
are
Mm-hmm.
not correct. And they don't teach young people how to identify that snake. Out of all the things we learned from Adam and Eve, we still don't equip our children before they walk out the door.
But Leah, I'm telling you, and I agree with you, sister, but my mom, when I tell you my mom cried loud and spared not. And she wasn't just talking about the devil with horns. Like she would tell me, no, that person is this, that person. You know, mothers have that prophetic in them that does not miss, right?
Yeah.
And I would still be like, mm-mm. He all right, mama, mama. You know, for some odd reason, I don't know what
Yeah.
that is with us,
Well,
that we just
it's
think our parents are
curiosity.
dumb.
We wouldn't have that phrase "curiosity killed the cat" if there wasn't a whole bunch of cats that got killed.
Man.
But what Leah is saying is correct. We have to be transparent. We have to at least present it to them in ways that our parents didn't present stuff to us. Okay. Thank you,
Well,
Kimberly Lede, for putting the color on it. You said P. Diddy wanted to party, and you got to tell him no. I think the statement from Cat Williams may help. You got to tell him no.
no. Now, I was thinking about, based on what Leah said just a minute ago, I was thinking about this earlier. Maybe it was yesterday. It might have been earlier today. Think about this, Leah. So often our parents look perfect in our eyes as children because our parents are not very transparent with their own lives.
Hold that thought
Now,
right there. They're not transparent. Don't hold the thought. We need, I think, 2 more. We got 4 minutes to meet our goal. 2 more. And I think
all
we
right.
met our goal.
Y'all, shout
4.99
out
or
to
more.
all y'all in the chat. Please support
Thank
the
you.
St. James chat. Right now, I believe y'all can do that within the minute while we're yet speaking.
3 minutes
So,
and 37
come
seconds.
on, y'all get that done. We appreciate it. Y'all going and do that for St. James.
But go ahead. She said parents were not transparent. Go ahead.
They're not transparent, and I think that because of their lack of transparency, I am Courtney, that's what gets young ladies in so much trouble, and young men, because their parents are they're trying to put up this air of perfection instead of showing their children their flaws, because they think if I show my kid my flaws, my child will not respect me or understand why those things transpire. But I think that if people would learn, because see, this is how my life changed when I looked at my mom and my dad differently. As I got older and I recognized how difficult life was and how circumstances were, it made me have a profound respect for my mom and my dad, because I realized that things that I thought were so euphoric, that these people were working hard and they were striving and struggling to provide these things. And it made me look at them different. And then I had to sit down and have some conversations with my parents. And I think sometimes that's what happens. Shout out to Cree B. Thank you for putting the color on it, Cree B. Shout out to you. But I think that's a huge part of it, Leah, and I am Courtney. Even the scripture says we overcome by the what? Blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. I'm just saying.
So I want to add to that. So we have a Proverbs that, and that could be the very thing that we're missing, is keeping our children rooted and on a foundation, right? Because the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go. And I may mess up the last part, but it says something like along the lines that he won't depart from it.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is not every child will listen. Not every child is going to do it the way you want them to do it.
No.
However, if you equip them, right? This is where I'm getting at, Courtney, because you're 100% right. Because I was a hard-headed one too. But there were things that stuck out to me when I got in situations that caused me to make the changes I made so I could get out of it quicker.
Thank you, Miss Candace, for helping us reach our goal.
Yay.
Actually, Tyrone did, but he did a sticker instead of a chat. But we made it. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Go ahead, Leah.
So that is what I'm saying. Just because your child make a mistake, don't mean they got to stay in the mistake. And I feel like my dear sister Cassie, again, I don't fault her for being a victim. I'm saying she made the decision to stay because the money was good. But
there you go.
There's certain things in value that you teach your children that money can't buy, and they would be willing to start over from ground up if they knew that they had safety, a safe place to bleed, a safe place to have an open wound for however long it needs to be, and then a safe place to be healed, patched up, and then possibly make the same mistake again. But the fact of the matter is we don't equip our kids. These kids be dumb and blind walking in these situations.
Yeah, and continuing to walk in them because we haven't put that that stop up and taught anything. We just let them keep on flowing in stupidity. You know?
But I
and
agree
it's
with you,
because
Leah.
we're not being honest and transparent, like you said, Marcellus. We're just not doing it. Yeah, and she got paid millions of dollars for her mistakes, didn't you?
But I don't think he rescinded that money. He stopped that agreement. When they said they were taking him to court for all of this, he reneged on that deal, you all.
Really?
Y'all might want to Google that. I don't think he didn't give her that money. They're still fighting.
It.
Yeah,
I thought that it was for a federal, like if he was brought up on criminal charges, she still was obligated to testify.
No, I don't know about her testimony. I just know I read something that said he put a freeze on that money because he was going to give her a lot of money, and he froze that because they put him in and locked him up in this case, and he froze all that money. So I'm not even sure if Cassie has even received a dime of that, and if she will ever receive a dime of it. Because I know one thing: if I go to jail, I'll make sure you don't get a dime.
No.
I'll stay in jail for 50 more years, so you won't get my damn money. I'm just saying.
Now, see, that's where we part ways, because shame on him. She was the closest thing to a wife he has. She deserves that money.
And he beat that girl. He did
She
beat that
earned that.
girl.
She deserved
Look,
that.
Marcellus don't care. Look at him. Look at his disposition.
Looking out that window at the beach view.
Now, I get it and I understand, and I want anybody to understand that I'm not making light of the fact that she was victimized, because I do believe she was victimized. And I'm not taking any of that away from her. But I think that the responsibility should have been for her to go to the police and not to a lawyer.
I mean, it sounds good, but after a certain while, you know who you're dealing with. She knew who she was dealing with after being with him all those years. She knew that he would probably get off with the police, or they wouldn't report it correctly. She knew what she had to do. She had to go to the media. She had to, say she was going to throw out a book, that she was going to do something like that to get that cash before she gets caught up in some case that she's probably going to lose because he has good attorneys.
St. James? Can we speculate though? I believe that now this is where the arrogance of that devil that's working on the inside of you will get you caught up. I believe Diddy could have walked away from all of this had he have paid her 5 years ago when he was out there on his smear campaign, embarrassing her. Talking about he apologized to her and Cassie, I love you, the love of my life. Remember when she met
I remember that on the
Yeah. Now had he have paid her back then when they was in conversations about this, he called her bluff and she called his right back.
Yeah.
Wait, Nola girl said that the insurance had paid her out. Is that true?
I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure about that. I'll do some more research because I
really want to know about that. Did she get the money or no? Can we?
I don't think she did.
Will we know?
I know I read something that said they put a straight up freeze on all of that. But I'll go back and Google it and let Google let me know what's going on with that. But it's unfortunate, you all, that in our society, we have to, we're guilty until we prove ourselves innocent, when it's supposed to be the opposite way around. And we cannot get a fair trial, in my opinion. In my opinion, this system is set up to put you behind bars and to put you in jail. It is not set up for you to be proven innocent. Once you sit in that darn with those wooden chairs and you got to look at that judge in that black robe, you better pray hard and know the Lord for your show enough self, because them people is trying to send you down Swan
That's why he
River.
was reading that Bible today, reading that Bible in
They
court.
trying to send you down the river. You need some supernatural help. And I know this from my own personal experience. Then people get in there and start lying and creating narratives and making up all kind of stuff. And you're gonna be looking around like, who they talking about? Like, it's
right. When I do that. When I do that.
What they talking about?
I did that, but I didn't do that.
Right. You're gonna have a whole bunch of moments where you just and it's so stressful. Let me tell you the other thing. The reason why his hair is all white. Mind the fact that he don't have no dye in prison.
Right.
But it is so stressful to go into these court proceedings and to deal with all of these attorneys and all of this stuff, and to have to sit there and listen to these people say these things. You all, it's a wonder some of these people don't. Well, Daryl ended up almost having a heart attack. I'm serious. When you have to go to court and you up in there, next thing you know, you being passed out and laid across some table somewhere. I'm serious. It's very stressful.
Very.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to say
And
about the James
he fighting
case,
from
though.
behind bars. He not fighting from the other side of the bars like most people get to do. He fighting from the other side of the bars.
And that's also set up for him to fail. You bring up a great point, Leah. He's very limited in how much time he gets to spend with his attorneys in order to work on his case. They set it up when the beginning part of this, when they were doing all of that negotiation in the beginning, they set it up to where he has a limited amount of time to even work with his attorneys to work on his own defense. So you think they trying to set him free or to give him a legitimate time to fight for his case? Absolutely not.
Miss Candace said, don't put yourself in a position to be in the wooden chair.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you this, Miss Candace, because I used to believe that and I used to think like that too, because I thought everybody who sat in the wooden chair was guilty. I'm just going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I used to think if you sitting there, you done did something. That's what I used to think. I used to think just because the mere fact that you sitting in that wooden chair, you done did something. I had to change my perspective because I'm like, wait a minute, these people be lying.
I'm not going to say everything about Diddy I don't think everything is a lie, but I do think that people have done things with Diddy that have regrets.
Oh, absolutely.
And now they want to do a get back, either to make themselves feel better or something that, because once the tapes is out, your face is out there now.
St. James, what man is gonna that's out there he got his girlfriend or wife, and now he's got to come to admit to the fact that he let Diddy blow him out. You understand what I'm saying? He's not out here in the streets trying to he gonna claim, oh yes, I was taking advantage of.
I was taking advantage of.
You understand?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Or even one of the females. Huh?
They're gonna play the tapes.
Girl,
they said they were gonna play the tape.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's why it's a closed trial.
Everybody get your affairs
no
in
camera.
order.
That's gonna be standing room only that day. I'm telling you that now.
The judge made it very clear head on. No cameras up in here. He wasn't playing no games.
What the prosecution is trying to prove, that look on the faces of the people, they're being coerced into doing it. This was not consensual. That's what they're trying to prove.
Well, you can't prove that, just like
you can't.
Dwayne Youngblood can't prove the fact that he took a hug and a potential kiss. He can't even prove that.
God.
He can't prove that. But Jakes can prove the fact that he went on that podcast and said all of them salacious things about him with them transcripts. Oh, he about to get the beat down of his life, and I guarantee you that when Blackburn have to show up in court, he gonna take them dookie braids out of his head.
Dookie braids better come out, baby.
Listen, and he gonna be looking like Alfalfa when he show up in that court. He gonna be looking just as calm and meek and lowly.
If we ever get to that point.
Oh, we gonna get there sooner or
Oh,
later.
we gonna get there. Yeah.
we gonna get there.
They're gonna, but you know, that Blackburn, he is such, I'm telling you, there's something ain't right about him. There is something not right about him, but that dude is trying to kick this thing because he knows that Jake's team think he's part of the conspiracy.
So let me just no, I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna
Say it.
No, go ahead. I'm ready.
Leah.
Nah,
Go
I don't
ahead.
feel like being attacked tonight.
No,
Nah,
please
Go ahead. Go
Come on.
ahead. You know,
got
we
your
all
back,
Jake
Leah.
lovers over here.
I'm just saying, I kind of felt when I saw the video, I felt bad for Blackburn. I did. I
It was the
did.
sweater. It was the
That's
sweater. Let me stop you right
It's the
now.
braids.
No.
It was the sweater.
It was the braids.
No, I felt like, okay, wait. Let me say it clearly. Because I really am serious. Like, I was like, you know what? He probably just a young YN. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get that coin. And he probably really did think that, he probably did think that Jake's was going to be a good payout for whatever reasons. I don't know what he's received on the back end or what, because he said in one of his interviews, I forget where I was watching it at, but that he had talked to some people that were from out there who had been done wrong. So you just never, people tell stories all the time, and he might
You
be
talking
having a
about
beating
done
heart.
wrong with Jake's?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
sweet
maybe he
Leah.
really
He probably
believed
was
it.
talking to 888.
That's
And
right.
888 probably
That's
told
right.
There's
him.
a lady out there that did a story with, who did she go? She went to Tasha K. She went to everybody and said that the family was like shutting her down from court and her baby and
You
some
talking about
more
You
other
Michelle
talking about
Loud?
stuff.
Michelle Loud?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I guess. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
followed
Well,
Yeah,
the
she
that's what
said
you
story.
Cora
talking
got her
about.
baby.
So I'm just saying, people really, it
That
could be
has
true.
nothing to do with Bishop Jakes. I'm
Ain't got nothing to
sorry.
do
Well,
with
that
that.
girl signed them papers. You can't steal a baby. You have to sign a child away. And when she signed all them documents, she gave up her parental rights and all of her rights so she can go keep on crying. Now I joke about it, and I often say that Cora done stole that child and got that child somewhere
But
reading
in
about
all
it.
actuality,
I know she ain't steal no child.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, maybe he's just trying to get that one payout, to change his life.
He
And
is. That's
everybody get it
exactly what he's
by
doing.
certain means, you
he's
just
not.
never know.
I think they listened to people like we've been listening to people, and they went the extra step and actually, made an action that is going to cause them to lose everything.
That's unfortunate, but you may
I
be
feel
right.
like, I'm sorry. I feel like Blackburn done spent all this money on law school, done passed the bar, only to be out here and to shame himself and almost lose his license.
He should have been ashamed of himself when he wore that sweater. And I ain't lying. His forehead looked like he break bricks with his forehead anyway. So I don't give a flying flip about
But today
Blackburn.
he got braids. Where'd you get the braids from, Blackburn?
That man's
Kim
whole
Big
forehead. Look
Chop?
at his whole forehead, y'all. And then Brace, he don't even have no hair on the side of his head. Like, what kind of predator hairdo is this? Like, somebody need to explain to me.
Marcellus,
I'm just saying.
stop.
What kind of predator hairdo
Marcellus
is
on
this?
one today.
I'm looking for Arnold Schwarzenegger at any moment. I'm like,
Him and
I'm
Vincent
saying,
come over here
I
and just
got a
cut
little
up.
special place. I want to
Vincent will
see.
come over here and start talking about somebody in a minute too. They come over
no,
here.
but
and
I'm
cut
being
up.
See how
nice.
that play out. I
This
just want
is
to see how it play
nice.
out.
What's
This
gonna
is
play
nice.
out?
Oh no, I said I just want to see how it play out.
I do
How
too, but
Blackburn ended
I
up.
have
I
a
kind of
sneaky.
feel like I felt for him for Gigi. I started when I seen him pleading out, saying he had got all these different people talking to him, and he really believed them. There's no way that he would be that foolish to represent somebody that was a complete 100% liar if he didn't really believe it.
Somebody wake Leah up out of her dream.
Ladies and gentlemen,
When them vampires and sinners bite you.
It was the sweater, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever Leah say, just know it was the sweater that turned the tide.
Listen, that's how I was with Lovey at first.
Lord Jesus.
It was the it was the dreads and the
No, he
and
came
the
up in
suit.
that suit, baby, and you was
It was the
done.
suit. Yes.
Look, I am Courtney had bought all the elixir. The wagon had left
He was
town.
like,
Look, she came back. She said, "Oh, you guys, do y'all? I think Lovey might be worse than I thought. Yeah, that
First of
first
all,
week
I've
she was.
never ever attributed Blackburn to Lovey. Lovey has a certain attraction about him that is just,
Right.
you know,
I
it's
mean,
just
it's just
exuding.
they got a whole different look and
Not no
open
more.
I'm just
demeanor.
talking about. I felt bad for him. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. You don't feel bad no more?
I still do. I'm gonna watch and see how it play out. Hopefully, he don't get named as a co-conspirator.
Well,
Let
y'all
me
need to
say
feel bad
this.
for EJ. I'm sick of all y'all.
I would
Ain't
not
about you,
feel
buddy.
Feel
bad.
bad for EJ.
Ain't he
EJ over
about
there still making
$30,000
videos.
richer with that GoFundMe? Go somewhere and sit down. And
I
Gigi
would.
over there, you see her new short. She's promoting her book. She says,
Saint James.
someone is going to love
But
me.
that's what Leah wanted her to do. Leah told
She
Gabriel
got a
to
book,
write.
Leah. You happy? She got a
That's
book
what I was
coming out.
thinking.
Yep,
Leah,
I'm
she
about to buy it.
listened.
I
Yeah, I
sure
know
am.
you.
Yeah, me and Leah about to buy it. We're gonna buy it up. Come
Yep, I'm
on.
gonna take a picture with it
Leah
and everything.
she gonna click on her live.
No, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Then I was on the plane with him.
Is she
That's Leah
Gigi,
gonna
she seriously
read
put
her
out?
memoirs.
Gigi, me and Leah gonna buy your book, sister. We're gonna
I'm gonna buy
support
it.
you.
Did you buy her earrings?
No,
Oh, nah.
No,
I
because
didn't.
I
Courtney
don't
don't want
support
her
her.
ears to turn green.
Y'all don't love her.
I gotta
Yeah,
go over
we
there
do.
and see her. I gotta go over there and see her merch. I didn't know she dropped merch.
Yep. We
Absolutely,
gonna.
I'm gonna wear her. Well, I don't know about putting anything in my body, but I'll definitely read the book though.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we getting the book. It's over with.
Her
We
merch costs
supporting
the
our
same
sister.
amount as eggs. You can get a dozen of eggs and some earrings from her
Good
Those
for the
night.
same
earrings were a
price.
little cute. They were a little QVC-ish. Little QVC.
Were they like paparazzi earrings or something?
They like
You know
two-tone.
what?
They was two-tone.
But were
Like
they like
silver
big
and
and cute?
gold.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
Leah, don't
Like,
listen to St. James. He's
I'm
such a goofy hoe.
serious.
My God.
Oh,
St. James, you don't have a picture? Show us.
I don't know if she still has her
I
website
think she
up.
probably took the earrings down because of the tariffs.
Because we show the
The
tariffs. No,
terror.
I'm just teasing. I just teasing.
Oh, what the heck?
Teasing. I'm teasing, Gigi. I love you.
Not
Cause
because of
let
the
me tell you
tariffs.
something. Let me
Listen,
First
just
of
it
say
ain't
all,
gonna
I
this.
cost
don't pay
much
for
to get them
eggs.
cheap earrings over here.
I'm just playing, Gigi.
Oh man,
Let
I
me
can't
tell
go
y'all
that way. I'm
something.
blocked.
I can't breathe. Did
Let me
Courtney
tell y'all
just say
something.
that woman took her website down because of the
The tariffs.
Let me tell
Lord
y'all
have mercy.
something.
She did, and she's foolish. Go ahead, Courtney,
No,
tell us.
listen. When I tell you everybody watches the St. James show, I don't care what nobody says. So that's why Gigi, I was just playing, girl, because I know you watching.
Oh, she
They watch.
watched.
I don't care if she watching or not. Gigi, you already know Leah Marie is a supporter, girl. Get that bag. Get
Period.
the bag.
Ask them if they
Period.
got your
Ew.
earrings, Gigi. Ask them
I'ma get it.
if
I'ma make
they
a
got
purchase.
the
I'ma come
ring.
on.
Gigi, put the website back up, girl. We
I'ma
got
get a
you.
good wig. I'ma get a Gigi wig, and I'ma put her earrings
Something.
on, and I'ma
Girl,
come
sell
on the
some
show.
bracelets, girl. We got you.
St. James, I'm
St.
gonna come on
James,
your show, and I'm gonna put my
Bracelets.
Gigi wig on. I'm gonna have my earrings on, banging. They
bless
better
your
be
All of
heart.
fly,
that.
Gigi.
I am immediately putting Courtney in the discipline box. I'm telling you this right now. She needs to be disciplined for those
Now
types
she
of comments.
does have lash extensions. She does
Over
lash
with. I'm going to get
extensions.
me some lashes. Say less.
That site is down. Let's go
But
to
but wait a
another.
minute, Leah. You know her type of lashes. They seal your eyes shut, so you can't see the type of man that you're really dealing with in
Right.
real life.
It
So
blinds
you ain't gonna be
you.
able to see nothing.
It blinds you. The owls blind you. Yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, if those the kind of lashes that pull a Lovey, I'm on it. If those the earrings that pull a Lovey, I'm on it. I got all the merch. You heard me? Go,
You
Gigi,
just
get the
gotta go in
bag.
with your eyes clear and open. That's all you gotta do. Go with
No,
your
no, no,
eyes
no,
open.
no. I'm walking in eyes wide shut.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta give it to you, Courtney. You get the comment of the night.
Oh my
Not she done
God.
gave up a whole business for some tariffs.
You know what? We laughing. I'm low key joking, but I'm kind of telling the truth at the same time. A lot
I
of
can't.
times with jewelry and things like that, you can get them, for less wholesale overseas. So it's only right to go
Oh,
to
I know
China to
you. I
get your
know you
stuff.
telling the truth, but it's still funny. That's hilarious as all get out.
But I'm playing at the same time. Gigi girl, I'm
That's
playing.
funny.
Please don't mind me. I'm playing. Because see, when you say something on the St. James platform, you understand,
You get
they will
blocked.
drag you, i.e., I'm being Drag now.
Right.
You know, right?
Unfortunately, I
I
tell
don't
you,
even know when I
Unfortunately.
be dragged because I'm booked and busy. Praise him.
right. So
I'm busy too, but people come telling me.
Don't come
I know.
don't bring me no bones. You
Oh
So
can
now
yeah, I
I
told
Don't
know.
bring
everybody.
me no bad news.
Look, so
Don't.
now I'm like, let me get some earrings. Let me get a product because now you bringing these people to my page. Thank
Right.
you.
So you can promote whatever product you get. Right.
Yes,
You got to use it for
I'm gonna
your
go live
advantage.
with Gigi. Gigi, bring me up on the live, girl. I'll promote the earrings to all the baddies. Come on, let's do it.
So
girl.
maybe she'll unblock me one
No,
day.
you
And
blocked for
She's
life,
never
boo.
unblocking you, right? Because you
You
don't.
blocked for life.
You're a
no,
hater.
Never.
Loki did that mess. When he gave me that super chat, I was blocked. It
Over
was
with.
over. I was
Over.
bought and sold in her book. I was bought and sold. It's
Mm-mm.
over.
No, you've never had grace for Gigi since she came out.
Well, because I saw foolishness in the beginning. It was
Mm-mm.
foolish.
But that first night, y'all argued me down that woman hadn't slept with that man. Roll the tape back. Y'all try to argue
We
me
did.
down that woman didn't sleep with that man, and I said, yes, she has.
He said
And
they had an experience
okay,
in the
experience.
beginning.
First of all, I ain't never ever said she never slept with him. I just said that he got over on daughter.
Yo,
Y'all was
I was like, nah, they didn't sleep together.
please,
Man.
y'all ripped me a new one that night. I
Baby,
said,
you're not
okay.
getting on no big private jet with no special private room with
You know that's
blankets and
right.
TVs without no giving
You
up no
right.
nookie.
It went from
Right.
being very evasive to I had an abortion. Girl, what happened in between? What
These
happened
people
in
are so nasty.
between?
They was body rocking in boots.
See, I thought maybe she had did some oral things. That's what I thought at
Oh
first.
no, in the beginning, I think that's what she
What?
alluded to. Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah. Either he did her or she did him. One of the
So
two.
he
What
was
a
like,
full
okay,
blown
so they
adult.
got her a PJ flight or the flight across seas. Okay. We'll
Listen
take
here,
that.
Baby, if you're doing that kind of work with your mouth, you need to teach a class.
I know that's right because baby, she was over at the Waldorf. She was on the plane.
Child,
She was
what?
eating scrimps and
You need
lobster.
to teach all the married women
And let
what
me
to
tell
do
you
to keep
this:
their husbands. Cause what?
a couple weeks ago, she was on a yacht with somebody
Well, bless him.
Go for it,
all week.
Gigi.
Get the bag, honey.
She was
Please.
posting on a yacht. Oh, you thought you blocked me, huh, Gigi? Oh, I get all the information.
Block
Baby.
all them pages, Gigi. Get
Listen,
them.
she was on that yacht because y'all talked so much crap about her, talking about she wasn't gonna get no other man with
Oh,
no
she
money and
found
all that kind
something.
of
Ain't
stuff.
She
that what they
found
said?
something.
That's what
That's
they
what
said.
St.
Stop
James
saying
said.
y'all, cause Leah Marie ain't never said that.
I didn't say you. When I say y'all, I mean people in general, not the four of us on the screen.
St. James, one of us on the screen did
She
say that.
not gonna get no other preacher if they got any
She
sense.
don't want, honey, she
You
don't
don't
want a
want one.
preacher.
She's been
She didn't
soured
want him
from
as a
them.
preacher.
She probably got her little ball player or something because
She don't want nothing with it starts with a P. A player, a pastor, a prophet. She don't want nothing that starts with a P, sir.
No, please stay away from her. Oh,
What that
sorry.
email I got the other
You
day? Let
know,
me read it.
y'all so janky. OP, you know what? 1, 2, 3, St. James, MCD, and I am Courtney. Y'all janky. First of all, let that
What?
woman tell her testimony in her own way.
Yeah.
She didn't want to
Listen,
lead
Leah,
with
I'm
the
with
set.
you. Wait a
Do
minute.
we
How
have
you
to
gonna?
listen?
Yes, you do. You got to hear it. It's my testimony. You can't tell me what I've been through.
Amen. I know that's right.
Well,
How
you
you
don't
gonna
do a
tell
good job.
me
Well,
how
you
to
don't
tell
do a
it?
good job of telling us what you've been through either. It take you 4 or 5 videos to tell us what you've been through.
Well, then you
Right.
just gonna have to sit there and watch all 4 or
Oh,
5 videos.
She's slow
geez.
walking it. That's all.
I'm just
She gotta
saying,
let
I
it
got to
simmer a
get it
little bit.
out, and I got to get it
Even
out in my
Netflix try
process
to end
time.
the series. I'm just saying, this Gigi, the series go on forever. Her and
Marcellus,
Ife.
I think you should get the book. You gonna get the book?
Oh no, I done bought all the books I want to buy. As a matter of fact, what y'all like?
Matter of fact, do you have a word for tonight? Do you have a quote for tonight?
Wait, no.
Or one of our favorite books?
Let me go into my archives. Wait one second.
What? Look, which revision is this? Please.
This is the second revision.
Second revision. Now, what's the title of the book you're reading from today?
This is from Written Judgments, Volume 2 by Bishop E. Bernard Jordan.
And what's the word for the
Gigi,
day?
I want you to pay very close attention. This is the word of the Lord. Open thine eyes and behold the judgment of the Lord. that goes out towards South Africa. For this shall be the day that I will move upon the land in a way that you have never seen, saith the Lord. It will be the season of major political changes in the government, and reform shall occur at astronomical levels. Her men shall lift their voices in the 90s. Yet they will only sound for a short period of time. I shall cause many new voices to come out of her midst. In that day, sages of great wisdom will come forth with answers that will bring the ravages of war to a standstill in the nation and across the land. I gazed upon the sea of humanity whose eyes were searching for purpose and destiny. And the word of the Lord came to me saying, come now and allow me to show you the generations that are about to come into the earth. For this will be a sea that will bring major confrontation. It will be the time that my glory shall come forth in ways and degrees that you have never seen. Zippity doodah day.
And that is the word of the Lord.
A mess.
And that's the word of the Lord.
I heard great prophecy in that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you also heard false prophecy in that.
Oh my.
All I heard was Gigi. He said, "Go get the bag because there's gonna be many men's for you out in the world."
And wait a minute, where did Lovey come from? Lovey came from Africa, right? Isn't that where he came from?
Yeah, I'm just saying that thing was highly prophetic. You
Okay,
did that.
Marcellus.
That's Bishop
Go
Jordan.
get the bag, Gigi. Go get the bag.
She already.
Hold on, y'all got a picture. Tammy Swansea Prince, I ain't let up on you yet. You said, I hope I'm making you proud, Daddy. Make him proud and get that money back you stole from the church.
Who is
from his
that?
church.
What church?
Tammy
Who is
Swansea
that?
Prince from Peace Apostolic in Carson, down wherever they at.
She
You
stole
still
what
on that
money?
case?
Yeah. You know, they think I'm asleep. I'm awoke.
Who put her up closer? Let me see that thing.
There she go.
Get her money back.
Get her money back. Tell her, I hope I'm making you proud, Daddy. Make him proud and get that money back.
Well, I don't know. She got a brace on her
don't-
wrist. Maybe she put a lot of work in. She feels
Well, I
like
think she fell at the church, so I think she's suing the church that she stole from. But that's another story.
Oh,
ma'am,
so
I'm sorry. I
basically
don't
she
know
took
you.
an advance out.
Oh, man. I thought Donnie said we fall, but we get back up. I didn't know you said you get back up and you go
to the lawyer.
Oh man, that's sad.
I hope I'm making you proud, Daddy. Get back the money you stole.
Speaking of looking like something's been stole, why does Marvin Winans look like with that green sparkly
Not too
jacket?
much on Marvin.
Now wait a minute. Now you got to help me, St. James. Why does he look?
It was a bad choice of fashion. It was.
He looked like he went to the bargain basement, and he's Marvin Winans.
I think it was a bad. It was kind of like dated, like it was kind of in the Bobby Jones collection a little bit. I think someone else, maybe Dean, his
not
wife,
not the Bobby Jones. Hey.
First of all, Marvin Winans can wear whatever he wants. He done wore so many.
He really can, and he really
he done wore so many suits down through the years. He could pull out one from the 1990s. It's okay.
He did that, did he? And he did. I think he was probably really happy to be on a stage like that, though.
But when you're stealing money, you have to look good at all times.
You know what?
He has to take a page from Jim and Tammy. He has to look good at all times when you stealing.
Perfecting
Can you prove
USA.
that he stole the money? Can you prove that?
Well, we have 20 years to look back on to determine that the money done went somewhere and it ain't went to finish this church. So you can speculate all you want to. I just know
the members ain't complaining. They steady giving. So why
I
are
mean,
we
they was in line giving at 365 a couple weeks ago, like they was giving $5. They was in line.
But he's also running around here talking about he ready to retire. Now, see, y'all don't see the scam. I see the scam of brewing. Let me tell you what's about to happen. Marvin is about to retire,
Mighty
and that
God.
church ain't even gonna be built. And he gonna be talking about, I left it in good hands, and they couldn't finish the job.
And
You watch what I
and he
tell you.
he gonna blame it on them.
You watch what I tell you.
Cindy gonna build that church.
He taking all the money.
You just said he gonna build it.
Build it,
Cindy
Cindy.
is the pastor over there.
Listen,
Cindy Flowers.
she
Marvin,
gonna be bishop.
Marvin
Build
gonna be
it, Cindy.
somewhere waiting on the Commodores. Marvin, Marvin. He was a friend of mine. Y'all, you watch what I tell you. They ain't gonna know where Marvin is.
No, but Marvin, I mean, listen here, Marvin don't look well. We all know that.
They
He
got
just don't look well.
365 days.
355.
355 to march through the doors. They gonna do
March through the doors.
Y'all gonna do it. I believe in y'all.
Yeah, how he gonna retire as bishop elect?
That's what he said. That's what they said.
If he retire as bishop, wait till you become bishop.
Please don't make me laugh.
No.
Y'all are gonna march through the doors. Y'all gonna have that church. I'm believing.
Let me tell you this.
Y'all.
I'm gonna make y'all an honest promise right now. If they march through them doors, St. James is going to march with them in Detroit.
I can say you better be right there.
I'm gonna be right there, and I'm gonna take a good offering and give to Perfecting Church. If they march through them doors in 355 days,
yes,
I am gonna pay a good subsidy. I'm gonna buy a $500 shovel.
Right. They're gonna need your offering on that day too, because the next month when they have to pay them loan payments, they're gonna default on them loan payments. So they're gonna need your good offering on that first day when y'all walk through them doors. Because keep in mind, the money got to be paid back. I'm just saying.
Yes, it does.
They gotta
no,
have
St. James, you gotta buy a chair. You can't buy a shovel now. You gotta buy a chair.
Yeah, I wonder
and that's
how
gonna
much
be about
$1,000
$1,000.
for. About 1,000. About 1,000.
That's about 1,000. They're gonna put your name on it.
Listen here, Miss Candace. He buying shovels, and it's only so he can bury them folks over there, because that's what's gonna happen. The whole church and all them people gonna be buried under a mountain of debt. That's what's happening.
Right, buried under a mountain
Oh
of
my
debt.
God.
Right. Listen, I'm going to Detroit with my offering in hand. If they walking in 355 days, I'm telling you,
you better march in right on with them.
I'm gonna march right on in there.
I'm gonna have a special request. I'm gonna say, Marvin, we here to celebrate, and I have an offering. All I need to hear, I recommend Jesus. I recommend.
He gonna sing all them songs. He gonna sing all of them.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now your camera on. Okay, your camera wasn't known for a minute.
That's all I need right there.
Listen,
for all your needs.
Nicole says we going, Nicole. We gonna meet up at Perfecting Church. Yes, we are. They gonna have.
I might even have to show up myself.
Right. Let me think about it. I'm gonna think about it.
I know some people in Detroit.
We going. Listen, we done been talked about it this long. If they actually move and walk into that building in 355, I gotta go. I've been running my mouth.
Now wait a minute. Let's put some contingencies on there. Let's put some contingencies, because they could march through. But what if it's still not complete?
It got to be completed. Yeah, let's make that. Yeah.
Through.
Yeah,
but ain't no seats in there yet.
And right out the back door over there, back to Nevada.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to put some contingencies on there.
Listen, y'all gonna be screwed over there buying shovels and taking a big old offering. They buried under a mountain of debt. I'm serious. And they can't even. That's why he keep raising all these $365 offering, and he got a small church. I look at all of these. Listen,
it's crazy.
Look at a lot of these ministers' churches now, especially the ones that's on the internet and got big ministries and big names and stuff. They churches is empty.
Yeah,
I looked at Shirley Caesar's church. I'm not kidding. You could throw a rock and you wouldn't hit a single person with that rock.
Ever had any members over there? Has Shirley ever had any members?
She had members.
Oh,
she did. But listen, you throw a rock through that whole place and not hit one single person.
I think he should do a concert. Do a good old concert. Get Lisa Page Brooks, of course. Get Dietrich over there. Where's he located? He's in Michigan,
concert for
right?
what, Courtney?
Dietrich is in over here with California.
Yeah, Dietrich's out here in California.
I'm talking, but he's from Detroit, right? So get all of them. Bring commission back. I don't know if that'll happen.
But Marvin's not nice. No one likes him. That's what y'all fail to realize.
Oh,
he's not a nice dude.
I was saying Leo for a fundraiser.
But we don't care about that. We just want him to sing.
Yeah, I'm not going to go give if I got to fly out there. I ain't got nothing else. I flew out here.
Now, perfecting home church in Los Angeles, pastored by Marvin Winans Jr.
I know
He is now. He's in Los Angeles and he's at the Veterans Building
with his 7 people. Go ahead. His 7 people.
He named it Perfecting Church.
He had to. It's in his father's organization. Yeah. All them churches ain't perfecting something.
Like Donnie's is perfecting faith.
And guess what?
They will come back home.
They haven't perfected that building over there that they
Marvin Jr. needs to pack up, and them 7 people that at that Veterans Building that you at in Los Angeles, in Clover City.
You said 7 people.
Yeah, they're not gonna miss you. Go home and help your ailing father.
For real.
But guess what? He can't preach either.
That's okay.
I tell you what.
That's okay. That's
no,
okay.
I got something better.
What are you gonna do?
More.
Oh, your sound went out.
Because she was blaspheming. That's why. No, we can't hear you.
You heard me, Leah.
No, we ain't heard nothing you said.
I said
Uncle
go
Marvin.
get Mark Moore.
Oh, well, Mark Moore already in Detroit.
And he can preach, but let me tell you something.
He can get him. Go get him
go over there.
Grow that
I say go get Elder Jacobs. Go get Elder Jacobs.
Don't go get nobody. Just give me some money to start up a church called Perfecting Me. We gonna win.
Oh, that's good. That's good right there. Perfecting Me. Tabernacle. Oh, that's good. That's good, Leah.
Yep.
That's good.
I'm not gonna run it. I'm gonna be the assistant pastor. I'm gonna hire me a
right. You get you a good figurehead on there, and you running in the background. That's what Cindy Flowers does.
That's the problem. Everybody knows perfecting them, and that's why nothing gets paid for and nothing gets built.
Lisa Page goes to Perfecting. She's a member of Perfecting.
Now she is because her husband's dead.
Yeah. She's a member now.
Yeah, she should have used better judgment. That's all I'm gonna say on that note. Yeah.
Where's she gonna go? She can't get no shine at Charles Ellis. I mean,
okay. First of all, hold on.
Nobody going around now.
We're not gonna turn no corner on Lisa Page. I'm gonna fight everybody on this panel.
I love Lisa Page. I love her.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure because I'm gonna fight.
Ain't no haters over here.
Now, Tasha,
my boo thing right there. I love me some Lisa.
Now, Tasha.
I know her daughter's a mess.
Bye. Hanging up now.
I love her too.
She can sing. She's gifted.
She got a new man. She's hawking on
you lying already?
What?
Already? They don't understand. You don't put your people on social media because that's the downfall. That's what happened last time when she was at that Vernon man.
Baby girl went out there and got cute on us. She was already pretty, but she got cute on us. Turned herself into a baddie and picked her up a piece. Get it, Tasha! Get it!
For now. $99 for the convocation. That's right. I ain't
going. I did a whole thing on that. But St. James, wait a minute. Let's go back to Tasha. Wait a minute.
Lisa.
Listen now, wait a minute. You trying to tell me this woman already got a man already?
Yeah, she's hawking him on her social media. She got another man.
Wow. Just no time.
Her and the bishop been broken up for a long time.
No, it ain't been long. It ain't been that long. Not for her to for her to solve her cheating problem. Not for her to solve her disrespect. First of all, she was disrespecting her husband. She cheated on her husband. It ain't been long enough for her to heal and correct her behavior and learn from her mistakes.
She said she cheated because he wouldn't sleep with her.
Well, I mean, if you behave the way that woman behaves, you probably wouldn't want to take your drawers off either.
She was the victim.
She was the victim.
Speak to that. She was the victim. Did you see how she had to clean out her closet and all the humiliation and public ridicule she went through? You leave that woman alone.
She put herself through it by turning on the live button. Did nobody tell her to turn on that live button?
And not only
that, the support. She was on a reality TV show. She had to do what she had to do. Tasha, I support you, girl.
When you cheat, if you cheat with a person to get them, you're gonna mess around and lose them the same kind of way. Because she cheated with somebody, he had somebody before she got with him. They both had somebody, so the whole foundation of that relationship was.
I'll be back when y'all get off this subject. Bye.
But what I know that she left. What I don't understand is why put your new boo on social media. You already went that route, Tasha. don't do it anymore. Where is it at?
Is he a musician, singer, or something? Or
I
do we
don't
know?
know what he is, but I'll show you right now.
Please.
I don't know what he is. She said, "You came looking for me, and I
All
was
right.
ready to receive you. Thank you for covering me in prayer every single day at
Oh Lord,
noon.
give me a
We
break.
stop and pray together. Thank you, Lord, for answering my prayer."
Get it, Tasha. You look good, girl.
And
You
you
and
are
your new boo.
full of ish.
Mm-hmm. So, but somebody, but these they, Courtney, y'all never learn. Y'all never learn.
No, listen, it there is a such thing, in my opinion, as the curse of social media.
It
Because
is.
the minute you put them Negroes on social media, the whole thing go left. But I don't speak that for her. I pray that everything work out.
Well, I don't want to speak it for her either, but I'm just going off of past, her
Yes.
past, yeah, what she's done already. And it's like, okay, why don't you? This probably ain't been 2 days since they've been having sex. Um,
Lord.
at
Mighty
least
God.
wait for like a year or so before you come. What other artists really come outside Leandria? Leandria puts out her new man every day. Speaking of Leandria,
I know. Speaking of Leandria,
she got new representation now. They're trying to put out there. So I guess they're
Mhm.
trying to show up that Robert Thatcher is no longer like booking for her, and this
Mhm.
other woman is. I guess they're trying to clean up her image or something.
and
I
what
don't.
was that darn clown suit she was wearing over there in Virginia for that latest concert? Did you see that outfit she
Don't
had
do
on?
that, Marcellus.
I
I'm
That
have
was
just
no
saying.
cute.
idea.
Did you see this outfit?
I have no
Am I?
You talking about the outfit she wore at Cry Out at Keon's thing?
No, the one where she was in Virginia,
Was it
and
green?
no, it was gray,
Oh.
and it was there with Charles Jenkins and all of them. I think that was for
Oh,
Mother's
I
Day,
didn't see
right?
that one.
Oh my God.
I didn't see
I,
it.
I said,
Did
Lord
y'all
have
see
mercy.
B. Simone's outfit that she had on at church praying? Her
Yes,
booty
Lord.
shorts she had on.
She
Oh
wasn't
man,
at
I should
nobody
have been at that
church.
service.
She was doing a whole prayer service with the booty shorts on, and she had a jacket on.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Lord.
She had a jacket on, but she had on like boot because not Carlton
Mhm.
Bates did
Yes.
a thing on.
I told y'all we moving closer to KY Jelly is gonna be sponsoring the singles conference. I'm
it,
Oh
waiting.
my
it
God.
really
I'm
is.
waiting.
It
Marcellus.
I'm
really is.
waiting. I'm praising. I'm
Uh-huh.
praising all my
But
until
let me
to that
ask you
day.
all this. Let me ask you all this. Is this the look of the new church? Is the When I say new church, I mean new people coming in, new converts. You know what I'm saying? The new
Yeah, I know what you're
generation of the
saying.
church.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the look?
Listen,
Eh,
when KY Jelly take over the singles ministry, that's the day y'all gonna see me dance. Y'all gonna be saying, "What done got into mad churches?" These I'm gonna be sliding. You gonna think I'm one of the five heartbeats.
mm-hmm. Listen, I mean, from Mike Todd, dressing in really effeminate clothing.
Hmm.
And
but
the thing about it with Mike Todd, maybe it wouldn't have looked like that
my God,
on
from Zion.
somebody else's
Oh,
build, but
thank
on
you.
his, here she is right here. See, she has on the shorts. I don't want to play it.
Hmm.
Let's see, they're gonna show it again. She had like a jacket on, but she had on really booty
Yeah, I
shorts.
saw the shorts. I saw them.
Yeah, yeah. But she was praying and doing something. Uh, this is the new church, Courtney.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never like listening to her because first of all, if you really sit down and listen to B Simone, a lot of stuff that comes out of her mouth is just so profoundly ridiculous and it's so anti-intellectual. I just be like, first of all, I need you to stop crying and go read a book and make sense because the stuff that you're coming out of your mouth doesn't make sense. And people are just heaping to themselves their
Mhm.
personality driven leaders instead of just listening to what people are actually saying. You're not listening. And her stuff is just
Mhm.
it's dumb.
I think
Yeah.
that I'm all for influencers coming to Christ, all of that good stuff. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just a tad bit old school. in regards to dressing and modesty. That's all.
Yeah.
But hey,
And just because you
go
put a
for it.
jacket over booty shorts, I mean that's just doesn't speak modest to me. And it's like I
No.
said, and I'm definitely not trying to go back to my childhood in the Apostolic Church when they told us what modesty was. I don't really believe that was per se
Nah.
modesty, but these shorts with look at that. That's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me.
I just want to praise you.
Everything's given grip. And listen. Yes, I mean, it's a money gimmick. Yeah.
But I'll say this also, and Vincent was talking about this earlier on his platform. She's a content creator, and I think a lot of times with influencers and content creators, they are so used to being on the edge or trying to do something that's
To
like
get the clicks
super
and
out
views.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it's nature for them. So I feel like this could have been the case that she's a
It's a
content
possibility.
creator. She's used to being edgy. She's used to being these things or
Right.
doing something to draw attention. And I think she could have subconsciously did that with this outfit.
It's definitely a content creator driven outfit. Yeah.
Praise his name.
Marcellus likes it.
A titty to me. A titty to me.
Lord have mercy. I just thought that was interesting when I saw that. I didn't see the original. I had seen not Carlton Banks do it. And I said, what is he talking about? Then I went over to her page. I was like, oh, no.
Now, what was Armand doing in New York?
Doing that for attention if she was showing up for a corporate sponsorship. And that's what gets me. And that's why I agree with William McCrae when he talks about how people go to church and how we really have the audience fake. I don't know. She may be touching them for real.
No, they might be sincere.
Yeah, they may be sincere. But I believe when William has talked about in the past, you have to go to court looking a certain way. You have to go to the job looking a certain way. But for church now, you can just come and dare anyone to tell you to wear a certain thing. And I think that's the disconnect that we really have in church right now.
I don't think I could take church dressing advice from William McCrae.
We know the concept that he was trying.
That's a twist. But let me ask you this, St. James. Armand was in New York with his interviewing. That's very interesting.
Yeah, Armand is in New York. Yeah.
So maybe he's trying to get some scoop on that Diddy trial. So he might go in there and sit in there.
That's what he's there for, the Diddy trial. That's why he was interviewing. They were interviewing crazy Tyrone Blackburn out there because he says that he's representing a couple of the people. And he says several of the people.
He has two people. That one guy that was standing beside him, and then that other white dude that I think, because y'all know they dropped that charge from that one guy and the other white guy. They dropped the charges because they weren't served properly.
The little rod.
So Tyrone Blackburn's clients are going to have to resubmit their paperwork. So that whole thing is just screwed up.
He said, and Armand Wiggins asked him the right thing. What's up with your clout chasing? That's what you're doing here, because you don't really have a case here at this particular Diddy case here.
Right. He just wants to be seen. He's the Gloria Allred. He's the male version, black version of Gloria Allred. That's my opinion of him.
Now, Gloria won some cases, honey.
Yeah, but see, Gloria just goes after men because she wishes she had a penis.
Ooh.
Oh Lord!
All right, Marcellus.
I'm just saying.
Mighty God. Okay.
So Gloria is also like a trial. Does she really go to trial, or she just does settlement?
She just wants the money. She wants the same thing Tyrone Blackburn wants. She wants the money.
And see, that's what Tyrone thought he was going to get a settlement with Jakes, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out that way.
I'm just surprised somebody beat these people up.
Now he's in a shitload of manure and don't know how to get out of it.
And if TD Jakes drops this case, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm going down to the Potter's house and cause him a heart attack.
We going there too. You do something like that, we going there too. Move Tory, where the bishop at? Move,
run up on
Tory.
that stage. What's wrong with you? This man has set up here and did all this stuff to you, and you going to retire and then end the case?
I'm
You better
telling
not.
you, I think he's gonna. I don't know.
Well,
Vincent
let me
said
stop
something
you right now
similar.
before you put that out in the
I
atmosphere.
did.
I
Ho,
know
I
that's
did.
right.
ho,
Rebuke it.
ho. That's my mother Stacks. That ho.
No, but go watch Vincent. I feel like saying, did he? I can't remember if he talked about it on the public platform tonight
Mm.
or the members only. I'm getting them kind of confused, but
Mm-hmm.
he said something. I was surprised. He said something along the lines of what I said. I believe he said it on the public platform. He
He
said
better
something
not,
along the
Miss
lines,
Candace. He
and
better
when
not,
he
Miss
said
Candace.
it, I was like, wow, I thought I was the only person that thought that way. He
No, well,
said
you know, when
something
people
similar.
fool around with them Uno cards, that's what they think I am, Courtney.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Them Uno cards over there got you misinterpreting things.
No, but the thing about it, if that happens, they're going to come after Jake's even harder.
Mm-hmm.
What you
They're going to
mean?
really, yes. They're going to come up. All that talk that Larry did, it's probably going to drum up some more talk and some potential money grabs.
He's never
Now
gonna
I
stop.
would no, I would think that I'm gonna give 888 a little piece of credit.
Well, I'm
I
not
think he
just
got a
talking
little
about
more
just
sense than
him.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Tyrone
Courtney
crazy.
was a librarian in her former life, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that she is just the
No,
sweetest pie. She's checking all the
I don't
children's
think
books
that can
out.
happen, Courtney. I really don't think that can happen because
no Marcellus. I'm sorry. Go ahead, say Jay. Go ahead. I'm
librarian.
sorry.
No, that can't happen at this point because they're going to feel that they have the upper hand and they can continue just spreading salacious things about him and trying to get money out of him. He has to do it or he's going. It's no. He
If
can't back
Bishop
up now.
Jakes, if Bishop Jakes decides to dismiss with prejudice, if his side decides to do that or requests to do that, then he can't bring it back up,
The
right?
judge is the only person who can do it with prejudice. But let me explain to you why that will never happen.
Okay.
Because they sent a $6 million request letter. They cannot dismiss the fact that they sent that. Now the judge can dismiss the case, but he cannot say with prejudice because those individuals sent that stupid letter. When they sent that stupid letter, that sealed that deal. You can't do that. You cannot do that. It's never going to be with no prejudice.
Okay.
Now, that ain't happening.
They just can't. I don't think it would be the best thing to do at this point. I think Jakes needs to do whatever he's doing, retire, but continue to allow his attorneys to wear the hell out of Tyrone Blackburn and Dwayne Youngblood and the rest of them.
His money's
Let his
long.
attorneys just continue.
His money's long, St. James.
Yeah.
Jakes can keep this black man hemmed up in court for years to come.
Yeah.
By the time you see Tyrone Blackburn at the end of this, them dreadlocks will be gone. He'll be bald, looking like Bernard Jordan. Y'all remember when Bernard Jordan had all them struggle locks?
Right, he had a whole bunch of locks.
Right.
That's what I first saw. He had all them long locks.
And he'll tie him up in that darn court, and the rest will be history.
Yeah.
Listen,
history.
Marcellus, you call me a librarian while others call me nice nasty and say I have a demon.
No, you're
just nice,
sweet. No, you're sweet. Yeah, and I don't think you're a demon. You just give your opinion. You're very sweet, and you try to be in the middle of the road. You're like me. But you know what happens when you're in the middle of the road on YouTube and on these YouTube streets? They crucify your behind. They crucify you.
For sure.
You know, you can't never walk the middle of the road and just be.
You can't critical think.
Yeah,
you can't critical think.
It's crazy. But
you
St.
have
James,
to be
I'm gonna
one
have
way.
wine. I'm gonna have my wine tomorrow since you had your wine.
I got my wine.
I'm gonna have mine tomorrow.
I've limited my wine intake to once a week.
I'm down to 137. My sugar reading today was 137.
Oh,
too.
good. Yeah, you don't need to have no wine anyway, Lucy.
Oh, I'm having my wine tomorrow. Forget what y'all saying. I'm having my wine tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I've been eating salads for the last 2-3 days. Oh my goodness, I need some wine. But I did want to mention to that Donald Trump has lost his mind, you all.
Really?
And this, and
Right.
this is gonna come. We're gonna be fighting in a minute as a country. This is headed in a direction that has me very nervous. Very nervous, you all, because the stuff that he's pulling is so obvious and in our face. I had a South African girl last year. Look at me. I swear to you, I can't make this up. I was at CBU, the Christian Baptist University in Riverside, California. The girl looked at me and she said, African girl, in that full African accent, well, we're trying to educate our blacks. That's what she said to me. I said, oh, well, I'm about to give you an education right now. I stood there and lit into that girl, and her friend was like, no, she didn't mean it that way. I'm like, yes, she did. And now you want to bring over all these African people, and you all know what's going to happen. They're going to run across the wrong Negro. And it's
Who's bringing Africans over? What's going on?
Right.
Donald Trump is he's migrating white South Africans to the United States. He done let a slew of these people into the country already.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
wow.
He just wants them over here. They're racist. They're South Africans. That's what and then he sent the other people back. He sent them away. I'm just saying, this is crazy. I know what he's trying to do, but he gonna get somebody killed over here. That's what's gonna happen to him.
The funny thing, we got an email that we didn't have to send in our 5 successes of the week before. We don't have to do that anymore. So I'm like, okay, so, but we said we and they're doing one thing, but you better keep your eyes open for the next thing.
But you know why that is. Go ahead, Courtney.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Go ahead.
You know why that is, St. James? Because they fired so many people. Now they don't have enough people to do the work.
Yeah, to even look at those stupid 5 successes with nobody looking at them anyway. Dumb.
Yeah,
we was cutting and pasting each week. Send whatever.
Just like Tyrone Blackburn's paperwork, y'all were cutting.
Just like Blackburn sends to the courts in Pennsylvania. Yes, sir. Just like he do. That's what I do for them. Cut and paste.
Who are we waiting on a response from in regards to the case, the Jake's case?
People.
Okay.
Jake's people are going to respond to the foolishness that Blackburn just sent to the court.
They have to the 22nd of the month.
Their response gonna be, what the heck are you talking about?
I will read their response because you know what they're going to do. They're going to read him like, he's stupid. This makes no sense.
Right.
This don't have nothing to do with that. Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Well, let's get a little wager going on right here. I want to wager. I'm mad that Leah ain't up here.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The judge said that Tyrone Blackburn had to limit his pages in his response. He was not allowed to go over, I believe it's 22 pages or 20.
I think it's 20.
Okay, 20 pages. Who's saying on here that he's gonna stick to the 20 pages?
Oh, well, no. I think Tyrone, theirs is 20. I think Tyrone's is 15, I thought.
Okay.
His is 15.
So who says that he's gonna stick to the 15 pages? I have a bet. I'm saying that Tyrone Blackburn will not stick to the 15 pages. That's my way.
I don't think he will either.
Right. I don't think he's gonna stick to the 15 pages either. Leah, I'll go ahead and wager for Leah. she think he gonna stick with it. He gonna stick with the.
So we all think
he's gonna stick with it. Yeah.
So you don't think he'll stick with it either, St. James?
The 15? I don't think he will.
Okay, so
because he doesn't know how to follow directions.
Yeah, he doesn't follow directions at all. He thinks he's like in this world all on his own. He doesn't know how to spell paralegal. He doesn't know what anything about that is. So he
doesn't read all the way through.
Yeah, yeah. He's out there at the Diddy case now. He don't have time to
He's too busy standing out there talking about he on a gag order.
Yeah, I'm on a gag order. Nigga, your case was dismissed because you didn't file it right.
Correct. And that's how they lie in front of your face, talking about he on a gag order. And he only have a
gag order.
I'm like, who gagged him? Who has gagged him?
Yeah, he and you can tell he was sitting there lying. He just liked all them people, all them news and stuff and cameras in front of him. That's all he liked. That's what he likes about all of this. That's why he goes after the celebrities. He wants to be a celebrity.
Get him, Armand Wiggins. This goes out to Armand Wiggins.
Armand got him good.
Get every time you see him, Armand, get him.
Yes.
Every time you see him, you go up to him
Please.
and act like you're really interested in interviewing him, and then cut him and say, "Are those braids real?"
No, what he should say, well, sir, you have a history of losing cases, T.I. and Tiny. You lost that case as well. Does this seem reminiscent of something in that situation? That's what you said. Get him, Armand. Get him.
In your case where Little Rod was thrown out because it wasn't done correctly. What's going on here, Blackburn? What's going on here?
Yeah, Little Rod, are you just upset because P. Diddy said you had a little rod and he kicked you out of the oil
You
field?
were
Get him,
eligible
Armand.
for the big party. What was going on there?
Get him, Armand. No, but speaking of Armand, that part where he farted in that mic and then put his lips on that darn microphone, did that not gross all y'all out? I'm sorry. I have a problem with that.
Disgusting.
He put his mouth on the same microphone that he had just farted in.
Yes, he said it's his behind.
Oh my God.
It's his microphone. Listen, I am every time I see that, I cry.
I was watching it in like real time, and when he was talking about, and he was talking about Flame Monroe, and I was like, "This is crazy, Darman. You have lost your ever-loving mind." Oh, that was funny to me. I couldn't believe it. I had to record it so quickly. I said, "Did he just do that? Let me get this before he deleted it." I said, "I can't believe he just did that." I gotta go, y'all. It is Monday. Okay. It is not Friday night.
This thing.
We got to go to work. Listen, everybody. I thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
His Cash App. That Cash App working again? Oh no, that's a different one.
This is a new one because Cash App done told me I had to switch to a whole new deal.
Did you have to do a business one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it. You know, but
Mad Church Disease. Courtney don't have a Courtney, but you know, what you hocking anything yet, Courtney?
Say that again.
You hocking anything yet? You got any eyelashes? You got any hat?
I'm finna put something up so quick because all this free publicity and I'm
taking advantage of the publicity. Exactly,
baby. Because the way my name be in that mouth, I know people are sitting up there like, who is he talking about, right?
And the more they say your name, the more publicity you get. So,
and the more subscribers.
I'm finna go sell some lip gloss or something. Oh, I'm finna put something up.
I just hit 5,000 a couple of days ago. Now I'm like over 6,000 on TikTok.
Well, you actually putting up some really good content. I'm about to be a little bit more consistent over there, but I just wanted to say to all of the people in the chat, first of all, thank y'all for supporting the St. James Show. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to come up and share my thoughts. And all I have to say is, if you are Tyrone Blackburn, there's no sweater that can hold you so tight that them people are not going to be able to come and find you and take really good care of you. Peace out, Tyrone. You better get as many tight sweaters as you can because you're going to need something to hold you tight through this situation. You on a roller coaster, buddy.
Thank you, St. James.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Bye. We are almost, thank you so much for putting that up, Inspire. We are almost at 22,000 subscribers. So make sure that you subscribe to the St. James Show if you are not a subscriber over here. Thank you for considering that. And thank you for hitting that like button for me. For those of you who support the channel, thank you so much. This is your time. Thank you for helping us reach our goal tonight on our super chat goal. For those of you who were unable to do super chats because you don't deal with that, go ahead and deal with Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo. There is your opportunities to support the channel right there. And it's always scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So thank you for all of your support of the St. James Show. Make sure that you are a member or a subscriber on the Carnal Church Sector headquarters page, as well as St. James Eats, and also St. James Eats on Instagram and the St. James Show on Instagram as well. And get over there to TikTok and St. James TikTok. Enjoy the fun that's going on over there at TikTok. All right. So make sure that if you don't have it, download the app while you can, and make sure that you subscribe to TikTok as well. So I appreciate everybody coming through on a Monday evening. Didn't plan to be here 3 hours, but we were here 3 hours. So, but I appreciate Marcellus for coming up, Courtney, and also Leah. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, mods, and those of you who were able to support us financially today and through memberships. Thank you, Jared Cooper, for joining our membership tonight. Kevin Moore, thank you for your $4.99. Miss Candace, thank you for your $4.99. Lori Coleman, thank you so much for your $4.99. Mari, thank you so much for your $5 donation. Appreciate you. Leah, thank you for renewing your membership tonight. Shelby, thank you for your $5 donation as well. And we did gift 5 memberships tonight. So welcome to the family. Jay Rochelle, thank you for your $5 donation. Let's see. The nurse, thank you. Thank you. Eric Maurice Clark, make sure you join him at Gospel Diaries here on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Thank you for your $2.99 donation. Kimberly Leday, thank you for your $4.99 donation. Creed B, we appreciate your support for your $4.99 donation. Tyrone Franklin, all the way in Vegas, thank you, sir, for your $4.99 donation. And Miss Candace for helping us, for making us reach our goal on tonight. Miss Candace, thank you for your $4.99 donation. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll be seeing you real soon. I don't know when, but I'll be back. All right. Thank you so much.
Trouble.